All right, chat. Welcome. Hopefully, do. I was actually reading through the rest of the Metal Gear Solid book, and I was seeing what was in there and what wasn't. And actually, I won't spoil anything. I'll just leave it at that. We'll get to that later. Get to that much later. But I was reading through it because I was like, oh, I wonder what's like left of the campaign to do. Um, like what parts they're gonna make you do, what parts of what they won't make you do. Like, do they make you do both sniper wolf fights or no? So I was going through that. Anyway, hopefully you're all doing well. Tiger Forever, welcome to chat first. Looking forward to another evening with Snake and D20. Definitely not a board game to take lightly. Well, you can take this board game lightly, I think. I think that's fine. Huh. Special select. Oh, because it's 2-player. I was like, they have like 2 of these cards, and I don't know why. Now I know why. Excuse me. Gap, evening all. Hope you all doing well. Hopefully you're doing well, man. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Hopefully everyone had a good weekend. Novels and I got to catch up on the Elimination Chamber. Phenomenal. Absolutely amazing. It was a really good time. It's been a lot of fun to like watch that with her and do that. Just the pay-per-views, right? It's just like kind of a rough idea what's going on. So that was really good. It was really cool. The rest of the week it was busy. It was good, but it was busy. This week is busy. I gotta get up tomorrow, work a little bit, and then hop on an airplane going down to Savannah, Georgia. So I'll be down there for 2 nights. Down there for 2 nights, and I come back late Thursday. So won't be here for the Friday stream, but yeah, or not Friday, Wednesday stream. B Snow, welcome to chat. Hopefully you're doing well. MP3, yo Snow, happy Monday. Ziggy, good to see you made it. MP3, I didn't realize the integral art comment book is actually a campaign book with comics instead of just text lines. Yeah, I don't know what the actual book is like. I've never seen it, but yeah, this one is it's really cool with like the art. Oops, that's a bad page. With all like the comic panes and stuff like that for like art. Like it's really well done art too. It's really cool. I really like that book. It's funny because they're replacing my box because my box is damaged and a couple of my cards are damaged. It's been a little over a month and they still haven't sent the replacements. They say they're going to, but we'll see. Painting with D20, gonna give it a shot. Hey Darth, I mean I'm not painting, so I can't paint. I'm so scared to paint anything that I care about. Like I have to buy minis to just paint to purposely ruin. Josh, welcome to chat. Hello enemies, I mean friends. How's it going? So big news in our side of the world. Novels is like part monetized on YouTube. So there's like 2 levels of monetization. There's like the first stage when you get like memberships and super chats, and she hit that mark. She doesn't get ad revenue, but she gets that mark, which is very exciting. Big day for us. So we were very happy for her. So on Friday, make sure you congratulate her when you see her. I just painted Zombie Captain Marvel and Zombie Captain America. Was that for the United box? Or, yeah, Marvel Champions United? Not Champions, Marvel United. So, yeah, it was a big day for her. It was really good. So, one of the funny things. Oh, Marvel Zombies. Okay. One of the big things, if you don't know, is in order to get paid, you have to have an AdSense account. So, it took me to get my AdSense account to work for about a month. Because Google AdSense is one of the worst platforms I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, it's absolute garbage. And they kept getting rejected because it said I had an account, but I didn't have an account. And they're like, no, you do. So I had to, like, fake it for a bit.
Almost 3 years. My goodness.
It's wild, dude. Thank you for the sub, Beast. Now I appreciate it, dude. So we had to... we went this whole thing. So anyway, when she was getting monetized, we're like, okay, I know what I know now of how to like get through the system, and it still rejected her the first couple times. And then we realized we could just put her on my AdSense account. So I think that worked. But it's just like, what a pain. What a pain to get this stuff done. For a $1 billion company or $100 billion company, whatever Google is, it has the worst way of collecting money. It's literally one of the worst platforms I've ever used my entire life. It doesn't make any sense. Hi, Zero. Welcome to chat. Hope you're doing well. I've also been trying not to watch any of the games out there for Marvel Champions Shield. So I have no idea what people are saying about it, if the villains are good. Like I heard, actually, that's not true. I heard some mixed reviews already on the villains. I heard some people say the villains are really hard but fair. And I've heard other people say they're some of the easiest villains they've ever played. So I'm very interested in getting this box now because I don't know. It seems like it's very mixed already. Learning to paint eyes, not easy. Dude, I feel like all of it's not going to be easy for me. um, but yeah, hopefully soon. Are you gonna play it on Friday? No, probably not, because I probably won't get it on Friday. Realistically, next Monday is when I should have it in hand, I assume. Because it's supposed to ship on Friday, allegedly, and we'll see if it actually does. It never does. It never ships on time. It's always late. So I'm gonna assume it's gonna be late once again. But yeah, the second I get it, we're gonna do that instead. Reddit praising Colossus. Finally built a Just deck with him and got stomped by Absorber Man. There is a small contingent of people that swear Colossus is goated. I just don't see it. I'm the same way with Cable too. Like I watched Web Warrior do really well with Cable. I just can't. I should have it, but I just started the Hawkeye Spider-Woman box, so won't touch it for a while. Okay. Not caring about some of these opinions. I'll let my own gameplay decide. Regardless, I believe I'll love it. Yeah, I think it's always just fascinating to see where like things shake out. Because obviously when you follow all the opinions, right? So with almost everything, just generally speaking, because this is how people are, and it's fine. I get it. Every single time a preview is put out, the entire community goes, "This is the greatest whatever ever," right? Villain, hero, campaign box, whatever it may be. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was a little bit weird because people really didn't want it, but still, like after that initial rush of just like, we didn't want that, and they would look at the campaign like, oh, it's the best ever, and it's always interesting to see where the actual fallout is. Makes me a little nervous to play Cable. I just don't get him. I cannot get him to work well. I can't. Just a mental block. Just consume product and be excited for the next product. It's like, no. Joshy, speaking of you, the Discord, they were talking about Hulk and whatnot for the Hulk reprint. I think once Hulk is officially gone, I think I'm going to start also playing hard with Hulk and just show how great he is, just to see if I can sway public opinion. Just to be fun. I found this weekend that Cable is as much fun multiplayer as solo. Why is that, Heiser? I never played the multiplayer, so I wouldn't know. So what about it wasn't fun or as fun? I love Cable as a character. I hope I can use his deck in the game. A lot of people like him. I like the idea of Cable. Actually, I like Bishop a lot more. I know they're not super similar, but they always felt similar to me, and I have no idea why. I don't know what it is in my head that like Cable and Bishop feel somewhat similar to me. Having a blast with Angel? I think Angel's underrated. A lot of people hated on Angel. Well, again, first they loved Angel and called him the greatest thing since sliced bread. Then they started really hating on him. I never really got that. Like, I don't think he's like amazing, but like I like Angel. I think he's good. I think he's simple. Simple is good. Simple can be good. Let me rephrase that. I'll be bummed if it doesn't click for me. Yeah. Hopefully it will. I feel like for a lot of people, Cable does well. I feel like I'm the odd one out. Both from the future? Alright, makes me feel good. So use the clearing threat in a turn and not over multiple turns. That makes sense. With the side schemes especially. I was excited for Cable, but didn't click for me, which was disappointing. I ended up liking Domino so much more. Domino is so good. Domino is so good. I'm still shocked by how good Domino is. He's consistent. Oh, with Angel? Yeah. I think the reason for me too is like I'm an event heavy guy. Like obviously I don't like building out as much. Yeah, but not that I don't like it. I don't think it's as good as events. There we go. Stun Bum, thank you for using your Prime sub, dude. Enjoy the ad-free content. Enjoy the emotes and the badges. Appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think event heavy for the win in 5 rounds or less. I don't know, right? I think that's the thing with Angel is that he leans into the events and people don't like that as much. Though he's like his upgrades or his support is good too. I recently beat Thanos, Standard 2 Expert 2. Ooh. With Hawkeye? Bro, did you record that? If you record it, I'll upload it on my channel. Holy cow. I tried Miss Marvel and just didn't like it at all. I didn't at first. And then I grew to love Miss Marvel. Now I love her a lot, but I get a lot of people don't like her. But and again, because she's very event heavy. I feel like a lot of people don't like that. Full shield and a lot of arrows. Guess I'll do it. I feel like I draw all my arrows at the same time. I feel like that's my weakness. Justice served and vigilante training. Yeah. Big hands, as my friend Jimmy would say. Big hands. She's so fun. Oh no. Maybe it's because also she just does well as like new events come out. You know what I mean? She can just like keep getting more and more powerful as events come out. It's like, I got big hands, we got the win. Love it. Just so good. She's so good. But yeah, I'm we'll see. I'm ready for the shield box. I'm like nervous I'm not gonna like half of it though. More so because of my track record with Tony isn't great. I don't know if anyone saw it too on Reddit. CNS Spartan or CN Spartan. I guess Tony went to the Portal game store in Connecticut and did a quick Q&A. And some of the comments were wild that Tony made. Like, absolutely wild from what was said. Cable leans into a couple upgrades and supports that really make him a boss. Yeah. Again, it feels like Bishop to me. Like, Bishop leans into his, like, 2 upgrades, right? They're both upgrades, the weapon and the armor. Makes sense. I'm mostly doing precons. Only built a deck for Iron Man. Favorite superior ever. Nice. Took a photo, but I believe Discord is evil. Like all Discord or my Discord? Soon enough, supposedly we're going to get basically Discord on YouTube, which I'm really excited for. So you'll have to like you don't have to join Discord anymore. All I'm missing is Age of Apocalypse, Kang Shield. X23 and Phoenix arrive this weekend. Let's go. I love X23 and Phoenix. I love them. But yeah, so apparently some of the comments made by Tony was the only one I remember really well. Was that I guess somebody asked him who he thought an underrated scenario was in the game, and he said Collector 1, which like no. Like I don't know how anyone called it underrated. Like, it's a bad scenario. It's just not good. like I have issues with Ronin, and there's some serious issues with Ronin, but at least he's a fun challenge. Same with Nebula. I don't think he knows what that means. I don't think so either. He had another comment too. I gotta see if I can find it. Hold on. Is this game good for noobs? Yeah, bro, just buy it. I gotta do another Reddit reply soon. Hold on. Tony. Not all time. We need like the past month. Ah, here we go. Okay, so I remember for saying that he thinks Collector 1 is underrated. If Pie in the Sky could create any character that he wanted to take a crack at Spider-Man, and when asked about more, all right, this was the other one, about possible more pool aspect cards, he said that they never want to make a product that relies on you having something other than the core box. And then they went somewhere for dinner, which like you didn't need to add those encounter cards then. Like, why did you add them then? Which just means to me like probably in the future when they do pool stuff, We're going to get more sets with encounter cards, which are going to be different, yet the same. Like, they didn't need to be in there. They didn't need to be in there. Drives me up a wall. But yeah, so Collector 1, underrated. I kind of wish they would have live streamed this QAA summon. It'd been so nice. The good thing about Reddit is that the different combinations they come up with regarding the villains and mod sets, yeah. There's a few good things about Reddit. It's got its moments. Not a chess player. I'm easy to figure out. Onslaught mode. Pooh aspect dead. It was once off gimmick and lies. Dude. I was a huge, like, obviously if you look through all my channel over the years, whatever, like, I've always been critical about certain things in Fantasy Flight games, but like, I've always like given the benefit of the doubt. I've always been like, okay, I may disagree with this, but I still love you, right? And that to this day still annoys me more than anything else. And going along with Joshy's pointing out that Maria Hill technically has like events that are attack and thwart events, and it's like a technicality of what they got away with. Like, that still drives me up a wall. The pool one upsets me more because they blatantly lied to us, and you didn't have to, right? There was different ways to do it that have been more fun and interesting. You didn't have to blatantly lie to us about it. The Maria Hill event one, like, nags me. I get they're technically right, but ooh, people call me clickbait. At least all my videos are true about what I say in the thumbnail and title. That is not. Still think we get a Gwen pool eventually, and she will come with more pool aspects? Probably. Realistically, yes, but it's, oh God, my hair. Realistically, yes, but I think it's gonna be a long ways away. I mean, he's gonna fall out of cycle, right? Deadpool. The same way I did the Maria Hill technicality. Like, that's a dirty move. Like, that'd be almost me saying, guys, big news in the D20 stream, massive news. We are going to do a 24-hour stream. You hear it right now. We're going to do 24-hour stream, and we're going to start it tomorrow night. And I come on tomorrow night and I start it, and after 2 hours, I'm like, okay, guys, I'll see you later. And you're like, wait, where are you going? You say you're doing a 24-hour stream. I was like, oh yeah, not together. Like, I'm going to do 24 hours, just like, you know, in 2-hour chunks. You'd be like, what the heck are you doing? And exactly. Oh, God. Perfect analogy. Yeah. It's such a dirty move. It's dirty. So anyway, it's my rant. That's my one rant. Until the shield box comes out. I have a gut feeling I'm gonna have a lot of issues with shield. I can feel it. You know what I mean? My gut's wrong 20% of the time. Maybe 30% of the time, but it's right 70 or 80% of the time. And I got some feelings. Though somebody, I think actually a fan of this channel, or at least somebody who casually watches some stuff of this channel. You're supposed to save this rant for after the second job interview. They already went. They didn't get me. They did actually open up another job at Fantasy Flight Games. I applied for it to be like their digital manager or something. The dream's still alive, boys. So but anyway, somebody commented on Reddit that, again, I think they're a fan of this channel, saying that the Maria Hill is really, really, really good solo. I was like, all right, we'll see. Maybe, I don't know. She hasn't passed the smell test, but maybe. I actually don't mind the pool aspect. The triple resources do come in handy from time to time, and there's a dog pool. You could have a dog on your team. I will say, the one thing that was interesting about the pool aspect is it actually works really well with Wolverine, and I need to try it with X-23, because I think it would work really well with X-23 too, because the one card that heals you, getting the heals on cards that are damaging you and you're using your life as a resource, actually I see those working a lot in the pool aspect. I mean, obviously Deadpool does that to a point, but it's a little too much with how his stuff triggers, and it's just too much chaos. But I feel like with Wolverine and possibly X-23, it could actually be pretty decent. The problem is I'm not going through my trash to get them out. So maybe from the feedback, they may just drop the pool aspect together. I'm going to assume so. I assume they don't do it. And it's because of their marketing. Their marketing was wrong again. They lied. Like, I don't know how to say other than that. They just lied. Like, you can have fun with marketing and like, you know, little winks and nods and whatever and kind of like stretch the truth. You just can't flat out lie. That's when it's gonna hurt. And that's what they did. I'm still salty. Still salty, chat. $20 says that I will not be revealing a card next time around. Just saying. I feel like I've done some, not that I've done damage, and not that anyone said anything, but like with my videos and obviously my rants and whatever, like I can see him just going, maybe we pass on D20 this time. Pool aspect is definitely getting dropped based on legacy and yeah, that's true. If you cut out cards that make the game harder and just use the good poo deck, poo cards, you're basically playing a gray deck. Yeah, that's true. That's true. The heal one though is decent. What did they lie about? So they said that they were going that the pool aspect was going to be a true 5th aspect that they would support. They said they would treat it as a true 5th aspect, and they did. It was just a one-off. I wish I passed on D20 3 years ago. You can't. You can't. You're stuck. The rare times I play poo, I feel like about 4 or 5 cards. Yeah. Yeah. That's really what it comes down to. And like I said, there's a couple of cards in there that are actually pretty good. But unfortunately, yeah. Remember, you're legally required to play pool with Adam Warlock. The problem is I never play Adam Warlock. And like the thing is, like, I don't even think I would hate playing Warlock. I think I just don't like deck construction with Warlock. There's too many steps. I'm too much like I just want to go, you know? Let's just get the game going. Let's just start having fun. With Warlock, it's like, ugh. Warlock, I don't see myself ever building another deck myself. Like, that's straight up, I'll just steal something from Marvel CDP every time. I was on a poo deck, or a poo kick, for a while. Imagine someone came into this and had no idea what the heck we're talking about. For leadership decks, and then made me a fan of the blue aspect, and there's nothing like smashing face with aggression. Aggression is still one of my favorites, man. To play devil's advocate, I don't think they said no pool, just that it wouldn't require anything other than core. So it would just need to be a complete pool pack again. Really, no. The other guy, I agree with you. I do think that they will eventually do it. My issue is of how they phrased it, how they sold it, because it's not a 5th aspect then, right? If you're just doing it once every 3-4 years or whatever it is, like they don't do that with any other aspect. They should have just called it a meme aspect and moved on. You know what I mean? Not say that like, oh, we're treating it like a 5th aspect. You're not. And I think that's where like more of the rage comes from. I think, as somebody mentioned before, they're going to do a Gwen pool. I assume they do a whole pool cycle. Though, quick note about that, about a possible pool cycle. From the rumor mill, take this with a massive grain of salt. The Deadpool IP has been really tough to work with recently. In board games. So Marvel Legendary is having this issue. Legendary, the 2nd core edition, right? So they're doing another core, but it's like 2nd edition. Pool is being taken out and replaced with whomever. And allegedly, it's because the pool aspect is so oh my god, I'm saying aspect. The Deadpool IP is so hard to like work with and get working that like I think that's also a part of the problem here. Like, I don't know if in the marketing details, they were like, oh, no, it'll be fine. Like, make this. And then they had to, like, scrap a lot. And I'm going to give a huge benefit of the doubt, because I believe in giving companies the benefit of the doubt when I can, that maybe they had big plans for it. And the Deadpool IP, they had to pull. Yeah. They had to pull it at the last second. And, like, for the rest of the things. Like, maybe they were planning to do more. I don't know. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt on that. I played Justice Protection with Spider-Man to play all Web Warrior cards. That was fun. That's awesome. I just love that my poo saying is finally catching on after about a year. That's the secret, Joshy, of every social media platform. If you just keep saying it, it'll become a thing. Just gotta keep saying it. Don't listen to much Cameron, Josh. I also hate the color pink. You spelled color wrong, just FYI. Because I'm an insecure man. Maybe the next poo hero that will come out will be Bob the Hydration. Right? And like, they can have fun with the box. It'd be weird to sell a pool box though without Deadpool in it. I guess actually, now thinking this out more, hypothetically they would do a current environment Deadpool, right? So they would do him better, hopefully. And maybe that's how they redo it. Is they put him in the box. Peter Pool would be the next one. The English will have my back on spelling. Where's Villain Theory when I need him? The problem is Villain Theory can't spell either. He's adding U's everywhere. It's crazy. So maybe that's what their plan is. They can redo Deadpool in the future. Do they go meta and have Deadpool reference the legacy environment? Oh, for sure. They have to. You have to have fun with it, right? I hope they do. I really hope they do. I mean, they did a pretty good job going meta the first time with Deadpool, so I feel like they would do it again. What's so hard about Deadpool? Shoots his mouth and... If people would use Pool like a badass mercenary like he used to be and not lean so hard in the slapstick, it would work better. That's what LW I hear with like everything. So I don't have Deadpool for Unmatched. It's the only thing from Unmatched I don't have. And from my understanding, like he flopped there, he flopped in this, like he flops in so many things because they lean into that slapstick humor, and it's like too much. You know, it's just it's a little too much. Deadpool for kids coming to Disney Plus. Oh god. All right, roll. Oh, quick note. The complete. I'm gonna. We could keep talking about this, but talk about this for just a second. I'm flying tomorrow, so it's like a 2-hour plane ride. I have to download some anime shows. I started watching Level Up. Is that what it's called? I don't know, Chad. I don't know what things are called. Solo Leveling. Does it get better? Everyone kept telling me it was good, and I feel like it's not that good. Okay, these are also the same kids. They're on Twitch. I'm on other people's chats, and they tell me Demon Slayer is really bad, and Jujutsu Kaisen is really bad, and I was like, okay, so I'll see what this solo leveling is all about, and like it's not great. Like it's fine. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad, but I'm on the 5th episode, so I'm only 4 episodes in. And like I expected it to be a lot better. And like I know like the cool thing now is to like take a dump on Demon Slayer and JJK, but like come on. But the reason I bring this up is because I need things to watch on the airplane and then in the hotel room, and I guess at the hotel bar if I get really bored, because that's what I do. I watch anime in public like a real man. So any advice you have, let me know. Okay, so they could just do the X-Force version of Deadpool to keep him serious. That's true. They should actually do that with like the original one with Ryan Reynolds that everyone hated because they shut his mouth. They should do that one. You're all kids? I'm not that young. How far in are you? 4th episode. Solo Leveling is all right. I watched it for like 8 minutes and got distracted. It's a hype beast show, all about the main character being badass or whatever. But he's not even badass. I mean, like he's getting stronger, but it does the whole thing where just like in literally half an episode he gets like crazy strong. I'm just like, okay, check out Kaiju number 8. All right, I'll take a wait. Let me add that to my list, my long list of animes to watch. Kaiju. Oh, Kaiju number 8. This is 12 episodes. I like that. I can catch up fast. You have to watch at least 200 episodes for it to get good. There's not 200 out, so don't typically watch showing. All right. Season 1 is basically all build up, and season 2 action goes next level. Okay. So I just have to push through it. Shield Hero is dope. Not what I expected. Shield Hero. Oh, in solo leveling? Have you seen Delicious in Dungeon? No, I have not. Is it good? Also, welcome serious. Also, Evil, Alex. I'm sorry. Kato, I didn't say hi to you all. Hopefully you're doing well. My girlfriend loves Demon Slayer, but not me. I got bored with that show real quick. Get out of here, Alex. I agree with your girlfriend. It's to me, it's a top 3 anime of all time. I love Demon Slayer. I love it. First season on Netflix, but there are 3 and 4. on Crunchyroll. Ugh, I don't really use Netflix. Sword of the Stranger movie is on Crunchyroll. I'm really sick of the Demon Slayer hate. Even though the plot is not crazy, it's still a fun show. I agree, Kato. I really like. It's like the cool thing now to hate on it. And like, bro, like you could just be like, it's not my cup of tea. But there are people out there that's like, it's objectively bad. It's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. Get out of here. Like, okay, I started watching Berserk, and I made it 7 episodes in, and like, it's not for me. Like, I have not enjoyed a single episode yet. It's not for me. But I recognize its style is pretty good. The writing's pretty tight. Like, there's a lot of good things with it. And I can see why a lot of people like it. It's just not for me. But like, that's what drives me nuts when people are just like, no, it's objectively bad. Like, get out of here. The only thing objectively bad is the pool aspect. Okay, so still getting through a Gundam original. I still have to watch, like, here's a Gundam question for you all. Is Gundam like several different shows, or is it like a One Piece thing where it's just like one and it just keeps on going with different arcs? The original anime run of Trigun is good. All right, check that. JoJo and Suffer Through part 1. JoJo, people keep telling me that watch it, but recognize the first season is really bad. Kaiju number 8 is great manga. Shield Hero is another manga. Okay. Sold Elder Scrolls. Evil, you never opened it, right? Rising of the Shield Hero, I think. Oh my god, Delicious in Dungeon is amazing. Wait. Okay. Let me get Delicious in Dungeon. Delicious in... It's not even coming up. It's not on Crunchyroll? Nothing's coming up under that name. Sad. Sad D20 sad. Very. Oh god, everyone's getting excited. It's very cool Dungeons and Dragons type show with a focus on monsters. Don't get me wrong, the fight scenes and the animation is great, but they lose me whenever they do a backstory stuff on every character you come across. Oh, I like the backstory though. They're like, I like that it gives like humility to some of the villains. But I get it because it's a lot. Because some of them aren't as interesting as others. And it's like, okay. I went to some pop-up Delicious in Dungeon restaurant in Japan. Got dragged it there because of Prozd does the English dub voice for one of the characters. I had no idea what was going on. The food was pretty mad overpriced. Rings of Power, objectively bad. Fact check, true. Gundam is a long running and it's all the same continuity. Multi-universe. Gundam is different series with similar concepts. Is there like better ones, or should I just watch from the beginning? Like, do they stack on each other? Like, you have to know previous ones to know future ones, if that makes sense. I heard Avatar Last Airbender is good, but with most animes, it's a grind to get through. I think Avatar is also on Netflix, which I don't really use. Nothing against it, I just don't use it. Not willing to commit to learn, likely not want to keep it, and lose value due to being open. That's fair. For Season 1 of JoJo is good when you rewatch, but it's slow, and none of the cool powers like stands come up until part 3. Okay. Support the mods. I got Sungwon 2. If anyone gets any free merch for voicing a character, he said no. Delicious Dungeon Netflix instead. Even though a lot of Gundam is in one big universe, Netflix into okay. Watch Gundam Wing. Alright. Steins Gate. I need to watch Steins Gate. A lot of people have told me to start watching that. That's well worth my time. See the food being meh. They eat crazy stuff in the show. Yeah, Steins Gate I need to watch. That's on my list, right? Because it's not that long either, right? Oh, God, I pushed the wrong button. Oh, yeah, it's only 24 episodes. And then there's Steins Gate 0, which I'm not 100% sure what that is, but... Oh, wait, I wanted to look up Gundam. Gundam Build Fighters, Gundam Build Divers, Mobile Suit Gundam, Mobile Fighter G Gundam. Oh, God, chat, there's so many. It just keeps going. Alright, this is too much. I'm simple. I need someone to tell me where to start. Vinland Saga. Steins Gate Zero is another season. Okay. So I can watch that after. Oh, Vinland Saga. Here we go. 48 episodes. Okay. Oh, that's a list. Add to list. Cowboy Bebop is goated. Okay, do you want to know my secret shame? Cowboy Bebop. I'm going to tell you. I know I'm going to get judged for this because I know everyone loves that show. So I am in Cowboy Bebop. 8 episodes done. It has been the most painful 8 episodes to watch. I have not been entertained at all. I'm extremely bored the entire time. I like the music. The music is very good. I do not care about the characters. There doesn't really seem much of a plot overall. Like, the plot is very, very loose. And it's just like, okay. And like, every single time I talk to people, they're like, it's goated. It's phenomenal. And like, cool. It just has not clicked with me at all. And I feel like I don't know if it just gets really good at the end and I'm missing something or what. But I have struggled through the first 8 episodes. Most of the time I fall asleep during it because it's so slow and boring. Along with Inuyasha. Oh, I gotta check that out too. I want to go back to Japan. I want to go back. I go back. I want to just go to Japan. We're NBA players at one restaurant and hooked us up. That's awesome. How tall are you, MP3? Steins Gate Zero is okay. Do you like historical? Vinland Saga is excellent, but only finished the first seasons. Just casually watch Berserk publicly. I didn't like Berserk. I didn't think it was good. I just don't like it. It is not for me. Even got me into doing the models. Nice. It's always Bob's Burgers. Bob's Burgers is goated. Build fighters are different from regular Gundam. Okay. Best part of Bebop is the opening music. Yeah, it was alright. I stopped at 7, so I guess I support you here. Megalo Box is also very good. Boxing anime with the muscle enhancing tech. That's awesome. Vinland Saga. Okay. I think I wrote down Vinland, so. Japan eat fried chicken. I heard the 7-Elevens are really good there, too. That tall. I'm 5'11". He's like 6'1". The Berserk anime isn't for you? Oh, wait. Is the manga better? Is that what you said? And I just missed it? Bebop is one of those where I like the show as a whole, but most episodes are just okay. Why? Okay, Silver Dragon. What makes that the case? Like, how... I'm curious about this. Like, genuinely curious. If a show is okay all the way through, how does it become good? Is it just because you respect it for what it was doing? Is it because the overarching thing was so good and like tied together well? Like, what does that for you? Just out of curiosity. Super short, maybe 20 episodes over 2 seasons. I love it. Tried all the convenience store fried chickens, and Family Mart was the best. Oh, that's good. What would they think of us walking around D20, dude? When I was in China, they would run up and take selfies with me. It was hilarious. My publisher would get a kick out of it. Because I was really doing my own thing, walking with him, whatever. And they just run up and go, huh. And I'd be like, oh God. Like, because they were coming out of nowhere. My favorite episode of Cowboy Bebop is episode 9. All right, I'll push through it though. I'll push through. I need to stop falling asleep during it. That's my problem. Y'all tall? Prepare to eat, dude. I could throw down. How a present isn't amazing, but put all together, it's a great idea and very thoughtful. Okay. Okay. Cowboy Bebop man gets thrown out of windows. That's a good way to put it, Kato. I respect it. Episodic anime, so I didn't like what I watched. I really don't like episodic shows, and that might be what it is. I love overarching shows. This is why I can't watch like CSI and stuff like that. I hate that kind of show, episodic. How could they not do deep? They even know who I was. I'm banned in China. Are you kidding me? I think it was free. Anima series is a slow burn, but I've found halfway through that you get a sense of the story. Everybody loves Raymond. It's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal show. Swear off episodic. I think I tried like 2 of them over 2 years. Yeah. RE0? RE0? Starting point in another world? Wait. Okay. Let me write that down. And by write that down, I mean just put it on the list. I don't know why I phrase it like that. RE0. Oh, yeah. Oh, it is on my list. Oh, yeah. Wait. Fate 0 came up. I don't want that. I heard Fate. The Fate ones aren't bad. RE0 Starting Life? Is that what you just said? And Another World in Summertime Rendering. Yeah, Starting Life. I have that down. Somebody recommended that to me. Okay, that's good to know. Oh, Starting Life in Another World? Is that the other one you said? And Erased. Okay. I don't see the Erased one, but this one's just shorts. They're only 2 minutes long. Doesn't seem right. All right, we'll just start. We'll just start with this one. Oh, it's a director's cut? All right, we'll do that. ReZero is, though I got bored around episode 13. Bebop is pretty episodic. One Punch Man is epic. I've heard people loving Attack on Titan, but it's just not my cup of mayo. Attack on Titan was a weird one for me. So, at the beginning, they were like, it's like Game of Thrones, but in anime, right? Blah, blah, blah. I had to stop thinking that way. It wasn't. And it was kind of funny because I played Tales of whatever the most recent Tales game was. Not Berseria. Tales of Arise. And one of the voice actors is the voice actor from Attack on Titan. So it kept throwing me off. Law, I think it is in the game, is the same as the main character in Attack on Titan. But anyway. Random side. So they were comparing it to that, which was really weird to me. Because I had to stop thinking that way, because that's not what at all it was like. And I liked Attack on Titan. The first half of the first season was slow. After that, it felt like it really picked up. And then it fell off a cliff. I mean, just terrible. Where was it? Season 3. I feel like when it went into like this whole side story that like I didn't care about, that was an entire season long. It was like a lot of random things. And then the final season got back on track, but it never felt like it got like all the way back there. And to be fair, I still haven't watched the special episodes or the OADs, so I don't know what they're all about. I still have to watch all of them. But like, I think it was season 3 when they start focusing on like the side stuff and like there was a whole other subplot going on that was really tacked on. That, like, I struggle bust through that. Second season I liked a lot, and some of the first season one, but I also don't like episodic shows, so I couldn't watch Darker Than Black in 2 attempts. Fate is definitely one of those shows of all time. No, is it not? Is it good? Is it worth watching? Fate, like any of the Fate ones, is certain Fate. Don't watch Samurai Champloo if you don't like episodic. I believe the same team as Bebop. Ugh. You've been doing it, Mike James. Welcome. Been coughing a lot lately. I have not been able to get over this cold that I've had since the end of January. It's been over a month. And don't get me wrong, it's much better than it was. Like the cough is still there, and it still like builds up now and again. But I don't know if y'all remember when I first got back, like I couldn't stop coughing. I couldn't sleep because I was just coughing and it just like running nose nonstop. So yeah, I'm doing better. Honestly, to be honest, it feels like when I had COVID, the very first time I had COVID. Like the very first time I had COVID was, when did it get to America? In March? So like February. Like that, I don't know if it was actually COVID or not because there was no COVID test at the time. All I know is I had all the symptoms and it knocked me. And I had a cough for 3 months. And I was like, oh, this is my life. And then all of a sudden just went away one day. So I don't know if I got COVID again or something. I don't know. I was with a bunch of people. It's quite possible. But I did better in Brazil because Brazil is really humid and the humidity helped my cough. Our house has right now about 5% humidity because it's so hot and dry in here because somebody else likes running the heat on really high. So everything's really dry. So that's a part of my problem too. So once like it gets moisture out here, like it'll be better. But yeah, appreciate you asking. Bebop is one of those where you watch it all together and it's good. People actually like saying Attack on Titan was like Game of Thrones. Yeah, they were. It was sold to me that way by a few people. And I was like, okay. Because I guess, like, spoiler alert, in the first 5 episodes, the main character dies, but it doesn't really die, you know? And I was like, oh, no. Episodic shows are such an old concept now because it was due to free to air on TV and the concept that made people won't watch every episode. So you have to have your characters not change and be the same character. Probably why I love Babylon 5, because the creator fought so hard to get his vision to work and have things change over the course of the show. Fate's problem is that there's not really a good jumping in point, I guess, besides the first one. Hated the ending on Attack on Titan. Have they ever... Okay, what's the official ending? Like, do you have to watch the movies? Because, like, I feel like it kind of ended where I watched it on the regular show. But it wasn't... Like, it didn't feel much of an ending. Like it did, but it didn't, if that makes sense. You haven't watched Attack on Titan's final season beta part? I know, right? The problem with Attack on Titan for me is I don't remember most of the things that happened, because there's a lot of nothing that happens in Attack on Titan. That's the issue with season 1. And like I said, season 3 was just like... I don't even know what they did. They just went off and did other things. Manga to anime, hard to translate. Oh, that's fair. I called for 2 months after a cold. It was brilliant. I've had a sinus infection for like a month too. Yeah. Also, welcome, Drax. Dude, I don't know what it is, man. Thoughts are with you. Hopefully it goes away soon. Yeah. Once we get past this work stretch, so I have to leave tomorrow for work. Then I don't leave again until end of March? No, end of April to beginning of May. I'll be in Orlando. I think that'll be good for me. And then right after that, I come back home and I leave again. It's just... But after that, beginning of May is like my last work. I think once I'm stopped getting on an airplane and traveling, because it's just like traveling just messes up your body. It's not good for you. I think once we get through that, we'll be good. I started another round of antibiotics and steroids. I could use some steroids. I was thinking about that on my bench today. It's like, man, some anabolic steroids. My girlfriend's newborn nephew has COVID. Luckily, he's doing better. Pretty scary. Yeah. Luckily, it seems with most COVID stuff that because it's not that it's just a basic cold, but it's very common to a cold because obviously the virus wants to continue passing itself and doesn't want to like kill off its host. We're at that part where like it's not so bad anymore, but obviously with young kids, you always get scared with that stuff. I believe anime ending is different than the manga ending. Is it? Girlfriend watching it now. Even the first fate isn't a good point. Makes you feel like you missed something. Son of a gun. Should I leave? She can hear. What? Wait. What is she watching? Drax? Even the first... wait. Just right there. Fans attacked the author over the manga ending and he changed it to be a more safe option. Gotta love manga fans. I know, right? I feel like the anime fans of Demon Slayer is going to hate the ending of Demon Slayer. Actually, I feel the same way with JJK, Jujutsu Kaisen. The anime people are not going to be happy with it. Because I've read the manga, so I know what happens. And, like, I go on to, like, the Reddit or the message boards of, like, JJK. And it's just, like, people have all these crazy theories of what's going to happen. I'm like, oh, they're all very wrong. Everything at the end with a certain character becomes the antagonist. Oh, I get what you're saying. Oh, yep. Just give me the eyes. Shonen fans absolutely hate manga anime right after the end. It's like clockwork. Has there, you know what's funny? Has there ever been a manga or anime series at the end where people are like, man, that was a great ending? How do you wrap up 15, 20 years? Yeah. That's why, like, One Piece, like, whenever that ends, supposedly it's coming to an end, like, people are going to hate it. Like, it's not going to do it justice, whatever the ending is. It's just not. It's just not going to do it. Could use a sticker girl on steroids. Both my kids have been sick, and T-Snow had barely had, and now really does. Yeah, dude, it stinks. Death by Snoo Snow. Love me some Futurama. Fate was originally a visual novel, so the most pure experience is the visual novel, unfortunately. Okay. Are you a packer or always already packed for traveling? Bro, I pack 5 minutes before I leave for the airport. And I also don't like sitting around airports. So I try to time it so that I can walk on 5 minutes before the door closes. Listful sign. Not from what I remember. The last 5 or so manga endings I've followed have been trashed. The Grand Line was on the first island the whole time. The OG visual novel had 3 parts, and the first part had an adaptation, while parts 2 and 3 has. Jeez. That's wild. I always enjoy talking anime with you all. I'm happy I could derail whatever we were talking about before to get into anime. Especially now we're slowly getting novels into it. She's gonna do it. I can never be that good to just walk right on and boom, sit on a plane. Oh, it's phenomenal. It's freeing. Also, Alex, I assume you're based in the States, but maybe not. Like when you have clear and TSA pre-check, like I know I can get through that line in less than 5 minutes. So like it's really easy for me to time it. So you know, it's one of those things. Like I don't want to sit around an airport. I want to pay for overpriced things. I don't want to stand in the line. Usually I have to take my bag and put it by the curbside and then take it back up, and that's fine. Whatever. Because usually overhead space runs out fast. But when I go with coworkers, they all like to like sit there and like wait for the line. I'm just like, okay. And you know what's crazy too? Okay, so I'm also been spoiled because I've been in airport lounges overseas. And overseas, okay, I was at the airport lounge in Brazil. They had a wine bar. They had mini fridges with beers. They had an entire buffet, and not just like small stuff, like fish and chicken and salmon and beef and soups and pasta, whatever else you want. And it's just normal lounge for them. Lounges overseas, I will go to the airport early and hang out with because you could just, it's crazy. In the United States, you could pay $600 a year and basically get a pack of crackers and some really bad beer. Like, come on. Like, it's so bad. So, like, there's not even, like, that to do at the airport. So, if it's an overseas flight, or coming back, I should say, I will go to the lounge early, and I'll find my way in there, whichever one it is. And that is a much better experience. Just like the Berserker author died before he could finish it, and he left a very close friend and advised to finish his vision. A vision I believe he told him. Have they finished it then? I'm opposite with airports. I need to be there early to ensure I cover any issues that come up. Usually due to someone I'm traveling with, not me. And I just love hanging out and paying too much money for food, but knowing everything is sorted. A lot of people do. I'm the weird one. All my coworkers hate traveling with me. I hang at the airport for a $25 burger and beer 3 hours minimum. Yeah. No, thank you. 2 weeks until I have to start being for Lewis Hamilton. Dude, I'm hyped. I'm excited for them. I've never been anti Lewis Hamilton. Obviously, I would care more about Ferrari. So if he does well, like, I'm all for it. I was gonna fly to Gen Con this year. Unfortunately, or honestly, it's a 7-hour drive. I might just drive instead. Plane tickets are expensive. The only reason I fly more is because I have so many miles, but like I wouldn't want to pay for it. My anxiety is brutal with traveling. I'm anxious about catching flights. I'm totally relaxed once I'm boarding. I've missed so many flights in my life that it just becomes whatever. I've had so many canceled flights. I've had missed flights that I just know how to handle it now. And it's one of those weird things like, okay, America, pay more to get less with our air travel. Yeah. If you're lucky, your plane will land upside down too. Our airlines are so bad in the States. They're way too regulated. At George Bush at Texas, they have a cupcake vending machine. Where? Tell me more. I want this. I've never flown. It's a good choice. Don't fly. It's a waste of time. It's bad for you. I'm fine for Lewis. Just gonna be weird actively rooting for him. That's fair. Are you into Wingspan at all, D20? I just picked up Finspan and it's been pretty fun. So I don't mind Wingspan. I don't think it's as good as people make it to be. But we played it 4-player and I did not enjoy it 4-player. I thought it was too long. The solo version is actually not bad. 2-player, it's fun. I will probably never get Finspan. We got Wormspan. We still have to play it. I don't even know where the box is, actually. probably downstairs. So we want to play that, but I have literally no interest in fin spam. By the way, have you played Sentinels of Multiverse considering some similarity? No, people have told me to, but I have too much other stuff. I'm going to be getting DC Legendary soon enough, so whenever that comes out. Next week to Disney? Nice. Nice. We'll be in Disney in about 2 months. I'm hyped. Also, Heat's a good game. Just need teleportation to be invented. So then airfares will cost peanuts. I know, right? I picked up Sentinels on sale not long ago. Definitely want to play. It's past the security checkpoint heading to gate A. I think when you buy a cupcake, the machine starts singing to you and there's a light show so that everyone knows you bought a cupcake. Bro, I'm going to find this cupcake machine next time I go to Texas. Actually, I think I have to go to Houston soon. That's not George Bush's airport, right? His like Dallas or something. I have to schedule it with the new Universal Parks opening. Disney World is better than Disneyland. Sorry, it's a fact. I mean, I've never been to World. I've only been to Land. So maybe, but I don't care. I really like Disneyland. So, oh, it is in Houston. Okay, I was thinking it was Texas. Well, I'll be there. 2 months. Yeah, about 2 months. Oh, interesting. My chat froze on that. Oh well. There we go. But yeah. But anyway, we'll be in Disney too soon. Very soon. I think Novels wants to go to Disney World at some point. Like, I'm not opposed to it. I don't want to fly to California. I don't really generally enjoy being in California, but we'll see. Then Disney World has that more enterprise Disney feeling, while Land is just more theme park feeling. So it's just personal preference. Interesting. Houston is massive. Like, Houston is shockingly big. I have accidentally gotten lost in that city quite a few times because I did not think Houston was as big as it was. I was like, oh, I could just walk from A to B. I could not. We go to Florida. That's Disneyland, right? It's in Florida. Oh, we go to Florida. We like Orlando. I like Florida. Disney World is in Florida. So we agree. Okay. Good. I never know what they are. So yes, Florida is better. Perfect. That's where I'll be. I've never been to California's Disney. It's super small compared to Land. Now that's confusing. Disneyland is super small compared to World. Gotcha. London's airport is New York under a roof. What, Heathrow? I didn't mind Heathrow. Heathrow is alright. They have a good lounge. The British Airways lounge. It's really good. Just fun fact. Especially if you can sneak your way in there. This is my girlfriend's dream to take her daughter to either of the Disney parks, but she changed her mind to planning a Disney cruise instead. We talked about doing a Disney cruise. Do you or Novels ever call each other by internet names around family and friends instead of your real names? I've accidentally called her Novels. Like when it's just her talking or us talking. I've accidentally done it. I've almost done it the other way on stream too. It's borderline embarrassing. I've also almost on work calls referred to myself as D20. Heathrow? Yeah. Heathrow I don't mind. There's very few international airports I don't like. Like Charles de Gaulle is one of the worst airports I've been in my entire life. It makes a huge effort to give everyone the full park experience. So we talked about doing it with our son. And we're like, all right, if we did a cruise, that'd be it. I don't know how we'd handle a cruise. I don't know how she would handle a cruise. So, because again, she got spoiled with being on Viking River cruises. If you've never been on Viking, it changes your life. and how it works. I mean, it's just phenomenal. So I don't think it'll be near. Like, I love Disney. I don't think it'll be nearly as good as Viking is. Um, and I think she'll be kind of like disappointed slightly by that. Disney cruises are incredible. I've been on 2, I believe, and it's the best cruise line, hands down, no comparison. Also, staff is more well treated, so they're happier, which lightens the mood a lot. That's nice. I think we went on Disney once when I was a kid. I remember liking it, but I was a kid, so what's my frame of reference? So it's not Pookie. No. No, I don't think we ever did pet names like that. I don't think ever. Ever been on a cruise? Feel like I would get stir crazy and possibly sick. Yeah. Are you more of a do things cruiser or a sit back? So I'm a sit back and relax. So, okay. When it comes to vacations, I like to relax. Like if I went to an all inclusive and just like chilled and I could just do nothing. Yes. Novels, the entire time we dated and up until about a year ago of us being married was if we go somewhere, we have to do things. So every vacation we went and did things except for like one day when we just like chill and do nothing. That's what we did. She has finally seen the light that there is, I think it was last year we did. We went down to Orlando and we literally went and did nothing. We had no plans, no nothing. We just stayed on a resort because I had enough points and just chilled. And she loved it. We sat by the pool. There was like, activities and stuff to do. There's a basketball court. So we played basketball because I haven't played basketball in a long time. Like there was like fun things to do like that. So she finally got into that a little bit more. But yeah, me personally, if I was to pick, I would just pick a resort and just chill and hang out. And that's not what Novels enjoys the most, but she does enjoy it. She enjoys it more now than she did. Way down in Mexico is smooth, unless you're on the lower decks or the upper decks. You don't really feel like your boat move on the way back. Yeah. We've been on a few cruises that have been on some pretty rough waters, and like you're going. Your plans are incredible. It changes your life. Schedule stuff isn't really a vacation. Yeah. I think for her it was that she wanted to do new things and see the world, see more of the world. Like we both have been very fortunate to travel a lot. So I've seen a lot of this world, obviously not the majority by any means, or even a lot, or not. I've seen more than the average American has. I guess that's the better way to put it. And so has she. So when we were younger, before we had our son, it's like, okay, let's try to do more things constantly. And now that our son wants to always do things, like when we hang out and like just chill, like we just want to like relax, right? So it's definitely changed. So and it's similar like when we go down to Disney. Normally we would never do this because we do it anyway as a family. But we're going down with just the 2 of us to like just chill, eat some nice restaurants, move on. But when we did Viking, they have an excursion in the morning, and then you could pay for the afternoon stuff. So for honeymoon, we made a compromise that the morning we would do the free one, and we wouldn't pay for anything afternoon, and that worked out really well because we both got to do our things. It was really nice. Though for that, I kind of wanted to go out and explore a little bit more. Me and my mom never do any excursions on cruises, which sounds crazy, but lots of people. But you get the whole boat to yourself. And honestly, lots of locations are super great on cruises. Kind of just crappy souvenirs. The problem is with a lot of cruise lines, and with most cruise lines, is that where the port is, wherever the dock is, like it becomes a town that relies on tourism. So it leans into that really heavily. And then it's just like once you've been to a tourist town, you've kind of been to all tourist towns. They just maybe speak a different language. You know what I mean? So it's unfortunate, but it's just kind of what it is. Food, my favorite thing. Me too. 2-star Michelin restaurant in Japan was phenomenal. That's awesome. Novels doesn't like spending money, as you can tell from our streams. So because of that, we don't like go out to like super nice place or anything. She could never justify it. A lot of locations outside of the port could be, yeah. Generally speaking, you don't. I'm rich, remember? Yeah, I feel you. Just walk in and tell them who you are. I try, man. It only works so much. They just go, who? But yeah, we'll see. We gotta plan out some other stuff too, and I don't know what. So same with my son. He's kind of spoiled. So for his birthday, I was like, well, what do you want to do? And he's like, I want to go stay in a hotel. I was like, okay. Like, where? Like, where do you want to go? He's like, I don't care. Just remain in a hotel. And the reason being is because like we let him jump on the bed. We just let him like like not break things, but like just like throw pillows around and stuff, and like rip the sheet, not rip the sheets, but like pull him off the bed and do whatever he wants. And then like for breakfast, normally we're like, hey, whatever we make, you have to eat. In a hotel, I'm like, I don't care. Like you get whatever you want. If you just want one bite of it, go for it. I don't care. So I think he really just likes that. And then usually we just bring like a ton of toys and have a great time. And like we could eat in bed and stuff like that. So because of all that stuff, like he really just likes hotel rooms. That's all he wants to do for his birthday, is just be in a hotel room. I forgot where we're going, but I was like, okay. I took my girlfriend to be our guest restaurant. Ooh, nice. And never again. It was a good one, but one-time thing for sure. Some of those restaurants, dude. It was over $200, which is insane to me. Yeah. So what's crazy is people just propose there all the time. Oh, I bet. Yeah, I bet. We were in Vegas for a work event. Not this past time, but the time before. And we went to somewhere in the Cosmopolitan, some restaurant. All I know is that one of the appetizers, which we had to get, was like, if you ever know like I don't want to call them a soup ladle because that's not really what it is, but usually when you eat soups in like China or Japan, it comes in like a small ladle that's kind of big. Okay, so it was that, and then they put like a little bit of mac and cheese and like I guess some bacon or something in it. I don't know. Anyway, you got a plate of 4 of those. They do like shots of mac and cheese basically in like a little soup ladle. It was $25 for 4 of them for like a shot of mac and cheese. And I was like, are you kidding me right now? Like this is insane. I remember for my meal alone, I barely ate, was like a few $100s. That was not including alcohol, which I only had like a drink or two. I was like, because I was drinking like Mick Ultra, and Mick Ultra, like a can of Michelob Ultra, because they didn't have it on draft, which is fine, was like $18. Like I bought a 24 pack for 1 can. Sorry, I hate Las Vegas. Staying in motels growing up, I was always excited to get to my parents to breakfast service for me and then get the food delivered to the room in the morning. Yeah. He doesn't know that there is a thing called room service yet. I think when he gets a little bit older, I would like to have him like, a guy's trip to go somewhere and we'll stay in a hotel and we'll order room service and I'm just gonna blow his little mind. Ever worth over $75? So I agree to a point. So we went to a guy who was on Top Chef and finished like second or something like that. So it was the second best guy. But it was one of those things like, I think it was like $80 to $100 a plate, but it was like a 5-course meal. Yeah, you didn't get wine with it. You had to pay for a glass of wine. But it was like a 5-course meal. And was it worth it? No, but for the 5 courses like spread out like in the presentation of it and stuff like that, like it was cool. I would do it like maybe once every couple of years and the food was good. But I agree, like, if it was just that one meal, I wouldn't do it. But for, like, the whole, like, it's supposed to flow well together or whatever the heck it did. It made more sense in my mind, but it was still expensive. It was also in Kentucky, so everything was cheaper. Are usually a one-time thing for me? Yeah. I feel you. Baker Street Steakhouse in Fort Wayne. I've been to Fort Wayne, Indiana. Is worth every penny. 2 people will be around $200 with drinks and tip. Fantastic. With drinks and tip for $200, that's not terrible. My bugaboo is when it's more than that without alcohol and not tipping. Snipes, welcome to chat. Super late to the party, but have you talked about FFG's new rotation for LCGs? You mean like with legacy and current environments? I mean, we haven't talked about it tonight. We've talked about it generally speaking in the past. I personally, I don't like this idea of current environments versus legacy environment. I think it's lazy. I think, let me rephrase that. I shouldn't say lazy. I think there's more to it than what they're telling us. I think it's a business decision, not a design decision. I mean, like, it doesn't hurt design in the sense that, like, they don't have to work as much, in the sense they don't have to balance things out. I just don't agree with it. I'm not a fan of it. I don't see myself ever playing current environment. You have to play a pre-con deck. Other than that, I'm going to be playing with the cards I have. So I would be constantly playing Legacy, which, if according to them is going to be unbalanced, not according to them, eluded by them that it's going to be unbalanced because the game was designed for that current environment, then the game's going to become really easy. It's going to become really boring. And I think a lot of people are going to fall out of love with the game, unfortunately. Which park do you like best, D20? My favorite is Epcot. It used to be hated on, but more realizing how relaxing it can be compared to Magic Kingdom. So I've always really liked Epcot because I like going to like Japan and Germany, and like I like the little portions of food they serve. So I like that you can just get like a taste of it. You know what I mean? Like I don't want a whole meal. I want little tastes from every single country. I really like that. I like food more than novels does to like eat like food. Like she likes desserts. So I like food and I like drinks. So I like that experience of it. So I'm a big fan of Epcot. I like Hollywood Studios too. I think that's pretty good. I just don't like Animal Kingdom. Magic Kingdom's fine. Magic Kingdom's not bad. I feel like we go to Gaston's Tavern to get the cinnamon roll, and that's like one of the better things. I enjoy that. I go to Atlanta for a rival home series, and I really go for the food surrounding the stadium. Bro, I'm still stuck around the stadium in Atlanta. The four circles or whatever it's called, like whatever they call that area, I get stuck in traffic there all the time. I hate it. My friends blew their kids' mind with their holiday. They thought they were heading up to Queensland, and they gave them the flight number. They asked the kids to find the flight number on the board, and they were like, "Oh, Singapore." And the parents were like, "Oh, I guess we're going to Singapore." That's hilarious. We live in Michigan, and we make 2.5-hour drives to eat dinner there. Way better than Ruth Chris. Ruth Chris isn't very good. I don't care what anyone says. It's not very good. Capitol Grill isn't terrible. Ruth Chris is not good. We've eaten there a bunch of times. We had a boss, our old boss was very into steakhouses. And if we couldn't eat at Capitol Grill, we had to eat at Ruth Chris. It was never that great of an experience. Like I never thought it was that good. It was really weird. Some of that Japan fast quick service was surprisingly incredible. Yeah. Salad points, never thought about it like that. Yeah. It's just it's unfortunate. Look, I get that a lot of people are in like a buying craze right now because everything's gonna go out of print and they set off a massive panic, even though that's not what they wanted to do, but they should have realized that's what was gonna happen. So like I'm not faulting them for that and whatever. I just think I don't see a world where most people, maybe I'm wrong, but where most people go, because like okay, the other thing too is the core box is supposed to still be like a thing. The core box as we know it, which means the core box has to still be balanced with all the new stuff. And the core box has like a lot of weird, weak cards. So I don't know how that 100% balances, right? Like Nick Fury's still the balanced Nick Fury all the time. Like Nick Fury's not broken, but he's strong. So you still have to balance against that. You know what I mean? Like it's weird. Like it's really, really weird. I don't like Animal Kingdom either. It's just a zoo. Yeah. Like the Avatar ride's fun. That's about it. Remember that space resort Disney tried doing but backfired in their face? You mean the Star Wars one? My buddy did it. He said it was really good. It was just really expensive. In other words, you're a Disney foodie? I guess. But the problem is like I'm not picky. I always feel like foodies are really picky in their food. I'm not. So I don't know. You know what I mean? CCG, so it's funny to see it here too. Yeah, and like so many people are saying online, like, no, it's not like a CCG or TCG. It's different. It's like, bro, it's exactly the same exact thing. Like they want us to rebuy Captain America and Doctor Strange. They just call a spade a spade. You want to resell me Captain America? I get it. It's a good business move. It really is. You're in a ton of debt because Embracer is a terrible company. I feel for you. I really do. But still, come on. Support the mods. I'm with you 100%, Chris. Ruth Chris. Baker Street is amazing though. Don't pass up a chance. I have to go back out to Indiana to go to college or to go visit my school. And Fort Wayne's not too far away. I have some friends out there, so I'll go check it out. I'll see if I can figure out a work trip out there. I usually just order food now. If I want a fancy meal, I probably just end up making it myself at this point. Semi-fancy. The thing is, Kato, I agree with you. Like steaks, like there's very few steakhouses that can cook a steak better than I can. And it's not even that I'm that good. It's that I only have to pay attention to 2 steaks, right? Versus like steakhouse have to pay attention to a ton of steaks because they're obviously doing it nonstop. I just have to pay attention to these too. I know how Novels likes it. I know how I like it. So I know it will be perfect for what we like. Maybe it's not the perfect steak, but it's perfect for how we like it. You know what I mean? No, I read that. You can put Nick Fury in every deck but Nick Fury. Exactly. Star Cruiser Hotel's biggest downfall was the price. I don't know how they thought it was a good idea. being insane for Disney adults to not buy it. Yeah, it was bad. That's why they got rid of the CEO, that old CEO, the other Bob, not Bob Iger. Star Wars Resort Excursion is just going to be Star Wars push to Disney World. I don't know. So you think they may just re-release older packs that are updated? Oh, they will. They've already said they will. So they admitted Snipes on a live stream after the whole current and whatever environment that there will be a redone Captain America, Steve Rogers, but it'll be different, right? So they're gonna redo them, which I think is honestly it puts a lot of pressure on Tony. To be fair, because there's very few people, if any, that have complained that Captain America wasn't good, right? Like I think everyone acknowledged Captain America was very good. He's very fun. He's very balanced. So like Tony has a lot of pressure on him now that hopefully wasn't self-imposed. Because like if it's slightly not as good, people are gonna be like, then why can't I get the original pack? Right? Like, it's gonna cause serious issues, like serious issues in this gaming space. All because they don't want to do what Ashes is doing, which is do print on demand. Which again, I get people are gonna make the argument that, oh well, it's a Disney IP, so it's hard to do. I don't buy it. I'm sorry, I just don't, because they could do that with Arkham, and Arkham is public domain, and they choose not to do that there either. So I'm not buying the whole Marvel is a pain in the butt IP, and Marvel doesn't want to sell and make money. Like I just don't buy it. I have a feeling that none of this new stuff is going to put old stuff out of style. Yeah. It's a business decision, not a design one. Yeah. I think design took the hit for a business decision, because I don't want to come across, which is okay, this is hilarious to me. I feel like Fantasy Flight Games is always just slightly out of step with the market. And because they don't talk to people like this. I think they live in their little bubble. I think a lot of companies do, but I think they do especially. Did they think that, oh, if we hide behind design, it'll be fine because people hate businesses, right? Business evil, business bad. And people don't actually think business is bad. Usually they don't like massive corporations like Embracer because they're terrible. But generally speaking, if a small business like Fantasy Flight Games, we all know that they have billions of dollars of debt right now, or hundreds of millions, maybe it's hundreds of millions. Whatever Embracer saddled them with, they have a ton of debt. So they don't have to say that. They can wink and nod at it and just say, like, look, because of budgetary constraints, right now, we have to move forward and focus only on certain things, because our printers are printing out SWU nonstop, which, let's be fair, that's what it is. The SWU printers are going nonstop because that is probably making them a crazy amount of money. Let me rephrase this. I know it's making him a crazy amount of money. D20 didn't get where he is today without having some insider information. It's making them a crazy amount of money. It is printing money for them right now, way more than Marvel Champions is. So they can't afford to give as much space to Marvel Champions, and definitely not Arkham Horror. They can't afford to do that and not have SWU print constantly, right? That's really what it is. That's what it's coming down to. They don't want to say that because it doesn't sound as nice and as good. But I think people have more respect, and they just said, look, we need to only focus on the new stuff from Marvel Champions because we've been put into a situation where we need to focus on new products. And we would all get it's because they have to print money, right? Like we would all understand that and understand the wink and nod. And yes, people would be upset by it because people are going to be upset by everything. But that's all they had to do. But to hide behind that we're doing it because of design, I'm sure a part of it is design. I'm sure they're not flat out lying. But it's just like Maria Hill doesn't have any attack events. It's just like the pool aspect is going to be a true fifth aspect. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of true, but not really. I thought we weren't going to rant a second time today, chat. A lot of people don't like businesses because of their actions, not their business. Yeah. I think the problem with most businesses is they're not transparent. Most people like businesses that are transparent. Small business, not corporations. Let me just rephrase that. I think the issue too with the Captain America hero is that he's really a solid hero. I don't think anyone is necessarily too strong or too weak. He's just good. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like if they make him slightly off, he has to be better. He doesn't have to be as good as the original Captain America. He has to be better. And I don't think you can make him better because he's really good. To mess with Cap, will I turn him into Spider-Ham or Venom and make him feel worse? Should say ham strange, probably. The venom is up there. Yeah. Didn't mean to start rant. Nah, you're good, brother. D20 making my initial pessimism look tame. It's straight up for the sell the second time. Oh, yeah. I do not care what anyone tells me. You will not convince me that it's not to straight up sell me Captain America again. That's what it is. Oh, my internet's dropping. So if I start dropping, whatever. That is 100% what it is. Don't gaslight me on this. You just want to sell me Captain America again. And look, I get it. I get it. I get what you're doing, and it's fine. Just don't spit it on me and say it's writing. Give new Cap signature ally Bucky. That was the original Hulk stat line before he was nerfed. 10, 10, 10. Too simple. I heard you just exhausted and won. Can't even speak English. I won't be buying any of all new stuff. I have enough to play. I'll be okay. Mike, you are not alone. Like I said, I need to find Cap. Steve, welcome to chat. Godspeed, brother. It's tough. It's tough. I keep an eye out. And when we find stuff, we put it in the Discord. But it's getting really tough to find it. I know overseas there's some American packs to find, but they're kind of a pain to get now because a lot of people found them. But Mike, so one of the things, like, I'm in a lot of private groups on different Discords and Instagrams of like people that are very in either work within. Let's not phrase it that way. That are very involved with Marvel Champions, whatever it may be. And there's a lot of people that just play it that I talk to, and they talk constantly about how they're dropping out of the game. Grab more machine from a small store. That's amazing. Willing to sell my Captain America 10K? Oof. It's a low ball. I was gonna sell the alt art for just 10K. That's my retirement plan. I'm cashing out my 401k. But I think there's a lot of people that are just, it's the same for me. So with Arkham, I was gonna buy the next cycle of Arkham, but it's such, an easy spot now to just say, nah, I'm done. Right? It's just like an easy out. And I know they're not doing it yet, but it's just like, it's done. I will still try to support FFG. They just need to keep up the demand, give us the dates. Welcome, Sean. Hopefully you're doing well. My forward to FC. So yeah, that, I mean, to me, that with Arkham is how a lot of people are going to be with Marvel Champions. Maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong now and again. It's not all the time, but I've been wrong now and again. But we'll see. I also just don't buy the whole thing of just like somebody sitting there looking at a wall of product and not knowing what to do. Bro, buy the core box and then buy what you want. Like, that was the brilliance of Marvel Champions, is that you didn't have to go, oh, should I buy this? Should I buy? No, it all works. You just buy the core box and buy whatever you want. So I didn't like that sell on me either, because like that goes against everything they told us for 5 years, that the reason they did it this way and the reason why they're doing other boxes this way is so that there is no confusion. Same with Arkham and Lord of the Rings, why they repackaged it the way it is, because they got rid of it by repackaging it this way. They just need to sell FFG back. I don't think Christian has any interest in it, does he? He's now just like Game Center now, right? And just doing his thing there. Ironically, I'm more confused than ever. That's how a lot of people are going to be. I will tell you right now, nobody's going to be playing current environment unless they do it accidentally. Let me phrase that. The vast majority of people are not going to be playing current environment unless they accidentally do it. Nobody's going to think about this game that way. Nobody. They're just going to play with what they have. And at some point, there's going to be a tipping point because of how they balance things that it's going to be broken, because you're going to find broken combos and people are like, oh, this is really boring. Has he been buying bits and pieces back? I'm not 100% sure. I didn't think he was, but I'm not sure. Bro, I want in on this. How do I give Christian some money to help speed up this process so I could be like a minority owner of FFG? How do I email this person? I got a crisp 20 burning a hole in my pocket. I think we can do it. Lord of the Rings is making them a ton of money. Lord of the Rings repackaged made a lot of money for them. Not as much as Marvel and Swoo, obviously, but it may do some out. I'm actively not thinking about current environment. It's not even a competitive game, so why would it matter? Yeah. D20 the boss, but I'm just saying. All he has to do is give me my dividends and let me do the marketing. That's all I'm asking. We'll change this around like that. Spider-Man makes sense. Other than that, Asmodee has been breaking up FFG for parts for... Yeah, that's true. Asmodee's been a mess. I mean, well, now that they got bought up and then spun off again, right? Because Embracer bought everything. Embracer doesn't know how to do anything. So they just run up debt. And they just said, hey, FFG and Asmodee, figure this debt out. Good luck. I don't think the local game stores didn't want 30 SKUs, which I get, but they need to have a better distribution system for outlets. Okay, the other thing I have an issue with that too is I don't even understand that argument 100% with the SKU argument. Because like they're still going to they're still going to buy the product, right? So theoretically, they end up with 30 SKUs, not because they were rebuying old product over and over. It's because they had leftover product, right? Like how many stores were truly going back and going, okay, you know what? I know I just invested in X-Men and it's selling okay. Let me go buy a bunch of stuff from like Wave 1, let's say. Was that actually what was happening? Or there was stuff left over from Wave 1 being like hung around and they were just waiting to sell it? Because if it's the latter, they're going to have the same issue in the current environment. That doesn't change. And if it was the former, then they're really bad at inventory management. So I don't understand how it's like a FFG problem. And I agree. Sean, I agree more with your second point. Local stores are not supporting Marvel Champions. That's anecdotally from a lot of people what I hear. It works much better online and in the I guess the bigger retail market. I wanted to give someone my debt and tell them to figure it out. Just put it on FFG's tab. It's the entire Marvel section in the store because it's Marvel. Okay. Used to carry it, but now they don't. Steve, when did they stop? Was it around the X-Men time or was it before that? Just kind of generally curious about that. Like, I wonder if it was just like, X-Men. Because like X-Men felt like such a weird turning point in the game. Like in a good and bad way. Somehow Magic the Gathering's fault. When I was in the city, I walked into about 3 game stores, curious to see if I could find one with stock. They're all TCG focused. Yeah, the same issues in the United States too. There's very few board game stores. They're basically TCG stores. And even the board game stores obviously focus in more on TCGs, which is fine. But like, I've been to a decent amount of stores. I feel like I've been to 2 in the country. Okay, I haven't been to a decent amount. I've been to quite a bit of stores, and there's been like 2 that have like good board game sections and just like tiny TCG sections. Only carry the expansion boxes. Okay. Pay to play games, yeah. Mainly carried Marvel, not Arkham Lord Rings, yeah. That's why, like, again, it brings me back to I don't believe them, or I don't believe that the argument is they can't do print on demand because of IP. Like, if they tell Disney, okay, Disney really likes money. All right, I've owned Disney stock. I've sat in their shareholder calls. They really like money. And if you told them, hey, we can get you more money by doing print on demand, you know what Disney would go? Yeah, okay. That's it. There's no reason why they would say no to that. There is no reason why they would say no to that. They love money. That mouse loves money. So the whole idea of like, oh, they can't do it because of... No, I don't believe it. I don't think it. Disney will sell the Marvel license to anyone. Exactly. They love money. They love it. I am sure they are begging. They are begging companies to do more Marvel and Star Wars stuff. Has been amazing for me. Half the store's board game. That's awesome. That's actually really cool, Kara. You're really going to get skipped? Oh, I'm for sure going to get skipped on preview cards. And I won't call him out on it, but I will wink and nod to each and every one of you. Like, oh, I'm not getting it this time. We know why. Who knows? Maybe they don't watch this. Actually, that's not true. I do know they watch this stuff. From the flop movies, exactly. Well, at least Kathleen Kennedy's going to be gone, supposedly. But no, I know they watch this I know they watch the videos. And I know some of them sometimes watch the live stream. So we'll see if I get in trouble. I'd rather be honest than get free card previews. All right, chat. I'm going to run to the bathroom. And then we'll play Metal Gear Solid. I was going to do 2 scenarios, but realistically, I'm going to do 1. Oh, look, my gate's changed my flight. Freaking United changes my gate every 10 seconds, every single time. We're back, chat. Ooh. Okay. Think about this way, D20. If you don't get card previews, they don't have a chance to get spoiled on Reddit a day before your vid goes up. You know what's funny? I was gonna do a video on this, and I was like, you know what, I shouldn't. I want to, but I shouldn't. Because a lot of people were making this big ordeal, like, oh, well, you know, because of that they got spoiled, they'll be more interested in your video. It's not what happened. When my cards got spoiled, I got X amount of views, whatever it was. And I actually, no, let's not even speak in hypotheticals. Let's actually look up the data. But the big argument on Reddit was like, no, more people will actually look at your video, D20. It won't affect you. Turns out they didn't know what they were talking about. Hold on, give me a second. Oh boy. What was that? Alright, so God, I've done a lot of videos. Some would say too many videos. Oh, this feels too old. All right, new cards. So that's 1. God, how long ago was that last one? I don't even remember what the thumbnail looked like. Ah, here we go. Okay. I got it. Here, I'm going to leak how much I make off of this stuff too, so you can see. So this was the first one. Was 2 new cards from Magneto. This is the one that got leaked ahead of time. All right. Good video for me, right? 2.7 thousand views, 200 watch hours, which is the bigger thing, and so you make more money. 11 subs and almost 18 bucks of revenue. All right, not bad. When it doesn't get leaked, I actually made less money, ironically, but I had way more views on that. So it should have been more money that was gained off of this because you should have gotten this amount of views. But views, watch time, 7 subs. So it was less money, but the views is what everyone like cares about and looks at. Ooh, jeez. So yeah, when my stuff doesn't get leaked, and this is also published. When was this published? Oh, it doesn't say. You figure not as long ago as it, like this was published. Oh wait, October 31st, 2014 versus January 24th. So several months difference as well. I'm confused on how they even got leaked. Do we have any idea? Yeah, somebody got, so Asmodee doesn't distribute their stuff very well, and then they send it out way too early. So somebody in a game store either owns it or is a good friend with the gal who owns it, and they just pull it back. People like us to be more interested, yeah. Quick, we gotta get back to the fans' good side. Random Internet release Daredevil. Yeah, exactly. But the shop is still open. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah. So anyway, if you're ever curious of how much people make, YouTube is tight with the wallet. Hold on. You want to see something crazy? All right. I know you're going to look at this and you'll be like, this is a decent amount of money, but I want you to look at the views, right? So my best video of all time is how to play Marvel Champions, right? There's a good shot. If you're here, it's probably because you saw that video. Do you want to take a guess on how much money I've made off that video? For almost 50,000 views of it. But those people on Reddit scream about how D20 makes so much money and is rich. I know, right? D20 is really rich. I love being transparent with this stuff. 375? 350? For 50,000 views? I would have taken that. $277 is what you make for 50,000 views. Now I get 347 subscribers, which is nice. But I make $277.69. And to be fair, it's about a day behind. So that doesn't include the past 24 hours. That's what you make. That's how much glorious money you can make off a video that gets 50,000 views. If you ever think that YouTube is full of money, it's good times. It's good times. My second best video has made me $80. It's my second best video. It's 28,000 views. Which LCG should you buy, right? It's been published since 2022. It's made me $80. So if you're curious how much money you can make, why does D20 post videos every single day? Chat, I think you just figured out why. It's the only way you can make money. I get 10 cents a mile in Michigan. Because he needs a coffee every day, basically. I think many see the million view videos and go, oh, you must be easy to get 50K. But don't see the literal millions of videos that, yeah. Yep. It's crazy too. Because like the thing, okay, so the way the people try to calculate the views, and it kind of works and it kind of doesn't. So if I have a video that shoots up really fast, okay, let me back up for a second. If you have 1,000 subscribers or 10 million subscribers, it does not matter for your revenue, right? There's no difference in revenue. It's just that more people will see your video ahead of time, right? But revenue-wise is exactly the same. You make the same amount of money. Anyway, if I have a video in the first 24 hours that gets 10,000 views and then drops off, there's a good shot it makes a lot more money than the video that gets only 1,000 views in the first 24 hours, but over the course of a month gets 30,000 views, right? So even if it gets 3 times the amount of views, it needs to be sharper, faster, right? Getting long-term growth like that, like it's nice for like every day in and out, but you actually make less money because it's all a bidding war of how it works. And basically, if you can come out with a video that a lot of people want to click on right away, the people that take out ads basically have a bidding war onto your stuff, and that's how you make more money. It's kind of weird. So I think I remember seeing the D20 Rich controversy. Was it a thread on Reddit? Luckily, I don't agree a lot with the original post. Yeah. The original poster was basically saying that I do all this because I make a lot of money off of this, and that no one should believe anything I say at face value because I'm literally just doing it to make money, which is hilarious. Like, okay, I'm not gonna lie to you all. Do I enjoy making money off of this? Yes, it is a nice thing to be able to do. This live stream and the video, okay, this entire live stream will probably, actually, no, I'll show you what a live stream makes. Why am I talking hypotheticals? Let's look at last Metal Gear Solid live stream. Do you want to see how much money it made me to be here with you all? 93 cents for a 2 to 3 hour stream. I mean, 93 cents. And I'm not upset about it. It's just what it is, right? I know it's a less popular game for my audience. I know whatever, but I enjoy playing it. I think it's fun. I think it's enjoyable. But this notion of just like people being like, oh, D20 is a big channel because they see that I'm nearly 10K subscribers. So they're like, oh, he must make hand over fit. No, that's not how any of this works. You could do the same thing with, we could do this one, but this was so recent that it's going to be lower, like $8. And probably because I made, somebody gave us a tip, right? And that's why. Actually, hold on. Let's look at the actual revenue. Yeah, somebody gives us $3.50. We actually made $4.55. And that was a really good day for us, right? Let's find a really good day. This is probably a decent amount of money. Yeah, $13. That's like a really good live stream for me. But they sit there and because no one knows what they're talking about because they think they understand YouTube and they don't. They're like, oh, D20 does all stuff. He must make a lot of money. Yes, I do want to do this full time. Yes, I am trying to do this to make money. But we're not there. I wish we were. I'd buy that for $1. I remember seeing a news article about a guy collecting truckloads of cans of bottles of redemption and drives to the neighborhoods state that offers more. Yeah. And he got arrested. Of course he did. Government's the worst. You were buying by the same token stuff before the YouTube took off, right? I remember the old camera setup and such. That seemed, let's just say that YouTube wasn't the main streamer revenue. No. So for the first year of YouTube, I didn't make any money. So in that time, not including the expansions of buy the same token stuff, I remember I bought a new PC because I was investing in everything. For all my equipment, we can go through it. This camera that you're looking at is a $400 camera. This one's a $400 camera. That's a $200 light. That's a $200 light. These pair of lights are $300. This is a $300 microphone. This arm costs like $100. This thing that lets me change scenes is $100. The thing on the floor is another $100. Novels' mic is another $100 and something. The thing that connects it so it's XLR to whatever is another, I think that thing was only like $100 some. The audio interface lets us listen to music and stream different things and do different sounds and do alerts and stuff. That's another $200. The PC itself is $2,000, right? Like, I was in the hole for a long time. So early on was a lot of running things in the red. And over time now, I'm I am making money now, right? It took a year of solid revenue on YouTube to like get close to breaking even after being in debt for the stream. Not that I personally was in debt. The channel was in debt. I am now in the process of making money, but still. When you start doing $7,500 sponsorships deals for 5 videos, including the top 10s, then we'll start thinking about, yeah. And you know what's crazy too is the same people that will yell at me will look at all these other YouTubers. All right, I'm not gonna call out names, but there's certain ones that have several people, and they go, oh, they're just doing it for the love of it. How do you think they afford a team of people? Think about it. I will tell you right now, the biggest board game channel that you could think of, their revenue on YouTube, if I calculate it out, is probably like one of the biggest, most well-known ones, let's say, like the really well-known ones with lots of people on their team. Their YouTube channel probably makes about $70K a year. And they can afford a team of people. Like, let's just think about that for a second. See the premium components and setup and just think it comes from YouTube and Twitch? Yeah. Yeah. Twitch revenue is always a fun one too. I make about 150, 200 bucks a month on Twitch. But people think it's a lot more than it is. I probably spent about 1K Australian on my setup. Yeah, but isn't that like $4? I'm never going to be a channel that makes money, but I just have a weird desire. Yeah. And a lot of people just do it to do it. And that's how Reddit wants me to be. Reddit just wants me to do it and run up debt just to do it, just to be doing it for whatever. And like I can't do that. It's like that gif of Andrew Garfield getting $1 for taking a picture. I'm not rich, I'm irresponsible. Amen. Also lets me play with other streamers and content makers, and that's really my favorite thing. Yeah. There's been a lot of great opportunities that this has given me, which has been really fortunate. Dice Tower. I didn't want to say it's jealousy, but it's jealousy I feel, yeah. I didn't even go on Reddit. Can you guess why? Dude, it's cesspool. I think a part of it's jealousy. I don't even know if it's jealousy. I think it's okay. There is a notion within the board game space that everyone should be a starving artist. There's actually a reviewer out there, a board game reviewer, an individual who made a comment, and I got in an argument with them. And their comment was that no board game content creator should ever make more than a board game designer. And I said, I was feeling a little aggressive that day. And I said, this is one of the dumbest things I've ever read on the internet. And I go through conspiracy tweets for fun, just to see what the crazies are thinking. And this is more asinine than that. The reason being is because anyone can just suddenly say that they're a designer and make $0 for a year or two. It's really hard to be a board game designer in this space. And they do great work and they deserve all the money they make. But the notion that if anyone just suddenly declares himself a board game designer and makes $0, I should make less than that, that is the dumbest argument I've ever heard in my entire life. So, you had an aggression deck built that day? Oh, yeah. So there's just this notion that you should be a starving artist, right? That you should just do it for the love and you should just dump your own money into it, which is weird that like people don't want artists to succeed then. Like it's a very weird argument. So, but they're okay with their favorite YouTuber making tons of money until they get caught like Quackalope does. And then they're against it all of a sudden. Like they hate when Quackalope does it, but when, I don't know, a 5-word group does it, it's okay because we like their humor and we think they're funny. And they say they don't collect money. They say they don't. Okay. I've always said each of you should charge for the advertising you give publishers, not just some. I think publishers give you a cut. Yeah. I would work. Video game has already figured this out where they pay content creators to like promote their games and stuff. You know what? The board game industry doesn't want to support content creators. I get it. They really don't because they like to play this victim that they're really poor. They're not. Just board game publishers are not as poor as they make it seem to be. They make it seem like they're living paycheck to paycheck and any second their company's going to like die. The vast majority of them are not like that. There's a lot of small ones that are. I'm not saying all of them are like that. A lot of the big ones are not like that. Unless it's Mythic. Don't trust them. But it's I would gladly work on like a referral program. What would it be? What is it when you get a part of the sale, right? Whatever that's called. I'm totally blanking. I do it for Amazon. I'd be fine working that way. So this way you don't have to pay me anything extra. Just whatever I help generate revenue wise, give me a little cut. Give me a couple %. I'll work that way. I really gladly work that way because the harder I work, the more money I will make. A submarine, even though I did myself a submarine, even though I've never been on a sub yet. Exactly right. Affiliate. Thank you, Steve. Affiliate. Just one day want to become big enough that I could put in a Hulk cartoon dream. Josh, we have to do still a video of us both playing Hulk, but we have to wait until it's truly out of print just to really piss people off. I love this community, board games, but sometimes it's just rough to be around here. I can list the problems, but they're pretty apparent. I love... Okay, this is how I've always phrased it. I hate the online board game community. I really do. I think there's a lot of trash people in the community for a variety of reasons, and I don't agree with them. Whatever. On the flip side, I have met a lot of people at conventions, and some of them are from the internet community, but I met a lot of people that work with companies, that are content creators, that are just board game players, people that enjoy this channel, and they are phenomenal people, right? Like, to me, it's exactly like wrestling. When you go and like hang out with like wrestling fans in person, phenomenal people, generally speaking. They're really, really great. Internet wrestling culture is really bad, generally speaking. So that's how I've always viewed it. Is like the board game online community, I think is just straight trash. And I think there are certain content creators that morally, I just don't agree with them. I don't think they're good people. And I just will never work with them. But because they have like a very loud platform, they're gonna do them, and that's fine. They can have that space to go do that and get their little cheerleaders on the internet. When you meet real people in real life, it's not how they act. It's not who they are. Like they live in their little online bubble, and I live in my little online bubble too. So I get it. It's just there's a lot of good people in this space too, and it's really unfortunate. And again, when I meet them at trade shows, it's just like I love them. Like there's so many people that I love hanging out with and being around. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Nelson from Nelson All Over. Like I know people think that like him and I have a beef with each other or whatever. I love hanging out with that guy. He's one of the nicest human beings I've ever met in my entire life. Like he is so over the top nice. And we've known each other way before we started our YouTube channels. Not way before. Two or 3 years before that. And we've always been like good with each other. And I know I've seen that on a few different things that like they don't really like each other much. Like it's not that. But I have a beef with Nelson. He streams at 2 a.m. He streams when I'm in work calls all the time. It's really frustrating. There are 12 people on stream when a campaign closes. They aren't broke. Yeah, right. So yeah, anyway, that's my whole rant on that. But there's a lot of, like Reddit in general just really hates content creators, and they've scared away a bunch of them. And I know the mod on Reddit is trying his best. He's just in a tough situation. He really is. It's too much work for him. I know he has helpers now, but it's mainly Ludi who's in charge of it. And they're just driving away the content creators. And it's funny because now and again they'll be like, why aren't like people talking as much as before? I wonder. And it's because people on Reddit, and I get it, I'm the same way, think that they're the reason that Marvel Champions is doing great. That's the same I think too. What am I listening to? Love that rap. But I think the same as the right? The only reason this game is successful is because of me. All right. Let's play some Marvel Champions. I know you've been here enough. It's time for my numbers to come crashing back down to earth. Hopefully you all don't leave yet. So we're fighting the tank, right? This scared me away for sure. Like I don't have anything really to say other than I go with Hulk build. So I want to be just putting videos. Yeah. That's the thing. It's just a very vicious environment. And Ludi's approach is that the aggressive people eventually find their way out, which I don't disagree with his approach. The problem is so are regular people. But again, I think it's too much work for one person to do. And I know somebody said, like, why don't you be a mod D20? I was like, no, that's the worst decision in the world because all I'm going to do is just ban everybody and just only allow my videos up. You say Marvel Champions, not Metal Gear? Oh, my God. Too much brain rot. Are you playing Elder Scrolls or Hoplo next Wednesday or Champions? If I get Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I will play Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. next Wednesday. If I don't, then I probably do Hoplo. Probably not Victorium. Probably do the other one to just try a box. So yeah. What is this page? Oh yeah, this is super simple instructions. Okay, so the entire instructions are stage 5. It should only take 30 minutes. So that's why we talked so long. So we gotta start with the tank. There. Snake. Snake starts there. All right. And then we get the grenades thing. Shuffle the tank boss deck. Place the grenade special action card over the highlighted area of each player's dashboard. And place 2 grenade tokens on each card. And that's it. That's like the entire rules they give us. And then it goes in the comic book art, which is still phenomenal. How do I remove this song? Oh, wait. Let's figure this out. Why is it not showing up on my list of what's playing? Should be right here. Oh, it's right here. Remove. All right, how do I just remove this? Delete. you like to remove this item? I would like to remove this item. Okay, cool. Or, you know what? Remove this one too. This seems like this is not going to go well. Oh my god, time for this. What's this? Let's play this. Oh my god, they're still rapping. Okay. All right, I need to get rid of this entire section. Remove. 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 Can I just do this faster? Oh, wait. Give me a second, chat. It's gonna drive me nuts. There we go. The old shift button. Okay. So, I need to find the grenades. Grenades. Oh, wait. There's one. Here, throw a grenade at him. Here, throw another one at him. Typical. My lunch hour is up as just you play. Enjoy the viewer drop, but I'll still be lurking. Appreciate you, dude. I'm hoping to have Street Masters by next Wednesday. No notification yet, but the boat is unloaded. Is Street Masters the one that was originally the Black View game or Black Label Games, and then they got bought out because they couldn't do it? Oh wait, I actually might have Street Masters, but the old version. And I actually do want to play it on stream. Yes, so I have the original Street Masters. And I want to play it. I was going to get the other stuff because now it's not done by Blacklist Games. It's not done by them anymore. So I was going to invest in it, but I didn't do anything with Blacklist because they screwed me over, and I promised never to promote their stuff. But now that it's not them anymore, I'm kind of okay with it. Viewer drop incoming. The only thing I can think about with Metal Gear is that it's solid. Oh my god. There he is. Metal Gear art is insanely good. It's the same one that did the game art. I think so, yeah. It is phenomenal. Waste no talents on board game. Because hopefully they're working on Metal Gear Solid 2. No, you fight the tank first. Psycho Mantis comes after. In the video game, you go inside. I actually think Sniper Wolf is before that. No. I take that back. So after this is when you're in the area where you can't shoot your gun in the video game. So you have to go through there. Then you go down, find Meryl because she's as a disguise, and then you fight Psycho Mantis. I don't think Psycho Mantis is after this. I think I have to go find Meryl or something first. I have the OG core box from retail, but I got but I got 2 of the same pack and missing. Mike, that's exactly what happened to me. I did retail from Game Nerds, and I was missing. I had 2 of the same pack and missing 1. The exact same thing. And Blacklist Games said, because I reached out to them, I was like, hey, this is, and they just said, not our problem. I was like, excuse me? And they're like, it's not our problem. I was just like, this is your problem. You're the one who got the game. So I got through Game Nerds, and this is how I became a lifelong Game Nerds fan, is because Game Nerds is like, hey, we can't make any promises because we sold out of the game. Like, the game is gone. And I was like, oh, like, if you could do anything, help me out. A month later, they emailed me back, and it was like, hey, do you still need this? Because we found a deck of cards that you need in the back. Like, I guess because they opened up some for spare parts, and they were going through it, seeing who needed that deck, and they were kind enough to like look me up basically. And I was like, yes, please. And they're like, okay. I was like, do you want me to pay shipping for it? And they're like, no, we'll just send it to you. You're good. It's like, oh my god. So ever since then, I became a Game Nerds fan because of that. But yeah, Blacklist I was so upset with. I swore while they still existed, I would never ever promote their games on my channel. But now they don't really exist anymore. I don't really care. All right, excuse me. So, oh wait, I need that's what I need, the grenade cards. It's insane. Never seen it before in a board game company, customer support. Dude, CMON with this game, it hasn't quite done that yet, but I'm still waiting on replacement parts for this game for over a month now. They said they were getting to it, so holding out hope. Hour of Need is my favorite of the system they use. Nice. Blacklist Games never even responded to me, and the store said they couldn't help me. Yeah. I got super lucky. And I heard the game is great, so like I wanted to try it. And I will now. Just some point. Blacklist got blacklisted. Didn't you get a model tank? No, I got a model. Metal Gear. So I have this big boy, but no tank. I only have a cardboard one. They can't fit it because look at the bottom of this box. I can't fit much else. No regrets. I know. I wanted to get it, but since I never played the original, like, I kind of regret not getting everything. Box basically for oh yeah, for sure. Okay, so we need the 2 grenades on here. Okay, so let's figure out how this works. So armored vehicle combat. The tank is considered a vehicle facing all directions, resolving all effects, but cannot be leapfrogged. Makes sense? You can't jump over a tank. The tank can only be damaged by missiles, mines, and grenades. Okay. For each arrow on a boss card. Oh, okay. For each arrow on the boss card, the tank moves in that direction a number of spaces equal to the arrow's number. If it reaches the map edge before moving the full amount of spaces, it moves the remainder of spaces in the opposite direction. So if he bumps in the wall, he just bumps back the other way. This is the exact cutoff right here at the end. Let me just push this over a little bit so that like you don't think you're missing a part of the map. Each time the tank enters a player's space, deal 1 damage to them. At the end of the tank's turn, if it shares a space with the player, place its figure in the nearest empty space. Okay. Grenades. When a grenade lands on a tank space, deal damage to the tank based on the table below. Oh, okay. So if it lands in the middle, it does a lot of damage. In the corners, less so, and adjacent, not as much. If the grenade lands on a tank space with a star, which is the main like cross space, reveal the top card of the boss deck and deal the bonus damage on the bottom. Oh yeah, cool. Bonus damage on the bottom. Then return the card to the bottom of the boss deck. Okay. It has 20 life. I need to shuffle this deck. So with grenades. Okay, so what happens is I have 2 grenades. And I get to throw a grenade for an action. To roll 2 black dice. Place 1 grenade from this card spaces away from your figure in 1 direction equal to one of the results. Then move in any other direction spaces away equal to the other result. That is the most confusing sentence I've ever read in my entire life. And sorry, followed by any other problems? Yeah, how about the one he didn't fix yet? My favorite is I've had hotels be like, we can't fix your problem. They're like, can I help you do anything else? Or not can I help? Are you satisfied with the result? And I'm like, no, I'm not satisfied with the result. Why would you say that? Okay, so roll 2 black dice. Then place 1 grenade from this card spaces away from your figure in 1 direction equal to one of the results. Place 1 of the grades from... All right, so basically, if I roll a 6, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it has to be 6. I think it has to be the exact amount. Equal to one of the results. Then move it in any other direction. What's it? I have no idea what this card says. This is grammatically one of the worst cards I've ever read in my entire life. I rolled. Do both of them? Is both? Yeah. I hate when they use the word like it. Like explain what you're talking about. Okay. Roll 2 black dice. Then place 1 grenade from this card spaces away from your figure in 1 direction equal to one of the results. Your figure. All right. So in 1 direction. Oh, so I can't even make a bend. I think it has to be straight up. Oh, that makes sense. You can't like throw a curveball, right? So one of them. Then move it. I don't know what it is. I assume the figure is what they mean. Move it any amount of any other directional spaces away equal to the other result. Move it in any other directional spaces away. So again, if I throw a grenade here, let's say I throw a 1, 2, 3, 4, and I roll a 2 on the other die, I have to go 2 this way, 2 this way, or this way. I assume that's what they mean by it is my figure, because they were kind of talking about the figure before. Then deal 1 damage to each figure within 1 space of the grenade. Okay, well, I won't do that. If there is a A grenade if the grenade is in a tank space, deal damage to it according to the boss dashboard, then remove the grenade from the map. If the grenade would move onto an obstacle or off the map, discard it with no effect. Okay, and then the other option is to go onto a crate and pick up a grenade. I can have 2 at a time, it looks like. Chat, I just need you to look at this card for a second. This is grammatically one of the worst things I've ever read in my entire life. The grenade? I thought the 1 is to do the grenade. How does both of them do the grenade? So wait, place 1 grenade from this card spaces away from your figure in one direction equal to the result. Then move it in any other direction. So my grenade moves one direction, then moves another random direction. Would it be the grenade? I guess. That's crazy though. Like, I actually kind of agree with you, like, now trying to think of it that way. Like, imagine if you roll a 6 and a 6. So they're saying my grenade goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then goes out of bounds. Somehow Snake just threw this crazy curve. All right, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Let's have fun. Let's have fun. Okay. So, we do our turn, then the tank. I just need to say what a tank card looks like. So it's move, and then you attack, and there's the bonus damage. Okay. Okay. It's him throwing diagonally. He doesn't know how to throw diagonally in the game. But I guess you're right, Gato. Yeah, I guess you're right. All right. It's fine. It's fine. So he's got defensive 4. So, well, I don't think it really matters because grenades just deal the damage. So, and we don't have access to missiles. So that's not a thing. And mines we don't have an access to either. So it's literally just grenades we're chucking. Confusing with it. Yeah. Just a weird way to phrase it. You know what I mean? I'm a simple guy. I'm not the smartest. I'm not the brightest. Okay. So I guess we chuck a grenade at him, right? Wait, let me face the right way. So let's do first action. Let's throw a grenade, right? Let's chuck some grenades. That's how you play the game normally. You run up, chuck a couple grenades, and kill him really fast. So we roll 2 black dice. It's not a curve though. It's like a knight. No, the knight's curving in chess. I get what you're saying though. All right, so we roll 2 black dice. Let's go through and see how it goes. God, of course, it's a 5 and a 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. There's no good situation with this. Okay. Actually, wait. Can we? We can't adjust the numbers, right? There's no players. Is a grenade's a weapon, right? Because what we can do is I work alone once per round. If there are no players within one space, you may add or subtract 1. Oh wait, we have dice, or we have snake special things. We're gonna have to do that. Yes. So I work alone once per round if there are no other players within 2 spaces. There isn't. 1, 2. It's not even a tank. We can change the die result, which actually doesn't work for this because it still would be too much, right? 5 and 4 would be too much. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, we could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and lower the other one to 3. No, that's too much. Never mind. Okay, so that doesn't work. But the other one, 3, 4, 5, and lower it by 2. So it'd be 1, 2. That might be the way to go. So let's do that. Let's do a -2. Oh, wait. Does that show up on screen? Sorry. So much stuff there. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do the full amount for the 5 and then lower the 4 by 2. So it's 1, 2, right? I assume you don't count the space you're on. Okay. Grenade goes there. That explodes for 2 damage. 2 damage on the tank. He's got 20 life. Just FYI. I assume we don't roll like attack dice or anything like that, right? Doesn't make any sense. Excuse me. Jeez. Okay. So I assume the tank always sees you, so us running doesn't make a difference. Let's move this up. Okay. Let's do. Oh, we should try to sneak behind it. We can do more damage, but that's all right. Do we throw another one now, or do we focus? 1, 2. Oh no, wait, if we run there, we can start getting more stuff. So no, let's just chuck another grenade and see what happens. All right, this comes off the map. We're gonna chuck another grenade. Come on, low numbers, low number, low number. Okay, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, that's not bad. Lands right there. It's not the star, so we don't have to do the bonus thing. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, which deals 2 more damage. 4 damage out of 20. This comes off. Okay. For my last 2 actions, I'm going to dash 2 spaces twice. So 1, 2, 1, 2. We don't get anything yet. We have to do a thing to refill this card's grenade. I assume it's just 1 grenade. Has anyone seen on stream how they do it? Because it says on one of those symbols, refill this card's grenade. Do you refill it all the way or just 1? Actually, might refill it both. Because you're refilling the whole... I don't know. I can see it either way. Oh, wait. Codec 41.5. Does the codec tell me things? Maybe the codec will give me answers. Wait, 41.5? Oh, 415. Remember, Snake, you can use both of your dice results. Or you must use both your dice for results. But you can focus tokens to modify them. Can Meryl use her focus to add an extra die? Unfortunately, the extra die won't have an effect. Also, Meryl won't be able to deal additional damage when she rolls a 6. Silly Meryl. Refill this card's whatever. It's not like you refill it. I might do 2. Okay, so that's our turn. Now the boss takes their turn, so we flip over their card. All right, so they move left 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then back 9. So, let me just hold this down. So 1, 2, 3. Now it bounces. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh god, he's so close. Now attack all players that are in the same row as the tank, which is the red. Nothing there, so we're not going to get hit, which is nice. All right, so that was the tank card. Cool. Now it's our turn, so click your guys. I'm going to say we get both of them because it makes sense. There's more than one, right? So I'm going to refill this card's grenade, which is 2. And then let's chuck a grenade. A 6. Oh, God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, boy. Oh, wait, no. We can affect this by 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're only going to do 5 because once per round we do I work alone. Once per round, if there are no players within 2 spaces, there are none besides us, you may +1, -1 to any 1 die result when using a weapon. A grenade is a... Actually, a grenade I don't think is a weapon. I think it's an explosive. I don't think we could do that, actually. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Yeah, it's going to land back here. Yeah, yeah. I was seeing if it does any damage to the space. Well, it's it. Oh, God. Is the tank a figure? It's probably not, right? It's not an actual figure. It's cardboard. Yeah, I'm going to say it doesn't. I know that -2 would have been nice. All right. Let's focus to get the -2 again because we may need that. And then I'm going to throw another one. I'm hopefully not going to get hit. We're going to throw this one now. Big money, big money, big money. A 2 and a 1. 1. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So we get 1, 2. I'm going to add 2. 1, 2, and then 1 over. Let's go. Right in the middle. Right in the money. Okay. Ooh, jeez. So, that will be 3 plus reveal the top card of the boss deck and then deal the bonus damage shown and then return to the bottom. Bonus damage is 0. Let's go. All right, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're up to 7 total. So 5, 6, 7. Okay, cool. And then this goes away. Okay. So that's all that. We're probably going to have to focus and then run, I guess, moving forward, but we'll deal with that in a second. Okay, tank card. Let's go. Oh, wait. Sorry, my camera's not focusing. Give me 2 seconds. Excuse me. Okay, cool. Can tank run you over? It sure can. All right, it's not going to today, though. Heavy machine gun. All right, hold on. It moves right 3. 1, 2, 3. And it moves down. Oh, my God, we're going to just miss it. Down 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, it's back where it started. And then it attacks all players in the same row as the tank. Again, we're not in the same row, so it does nothing to us. But yeah, if it runs us over, we deal 1 damage each time the tank enters a player's space. So technically, I guess I could do it a couple times. No, because I have to enter it. So I have to like leave and come back. So if like it, I don't know, bounced and somehow bounced again, it would do it. It would deal damage to us. Okay, so the tank's way over there now. Okay, so we need more grenades again. So we can get our 2 grenades back. I do want to focus to get our +2. Do we move here and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? So 5 and a 6 hit. I think we do that. So let's dash 1, 2. And this way, if we roll a 4, a 3, 4, 5, or 6, we can hit the tank. And then it just needs to be like a 1 or a 2. So let's try it. Let's try chucking a grenade and see what happens. Big throw, Snake. A 4 and a 6. Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we could do 1, 2 by doing a -2. So it hits over here, which is going to be a 1 plus a bonus of 3. Let's go. So this goes on the bottom now. So that's 4 total. So that's going to be 4, 5, 6. So we got to put 11 on here, right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. 10, 10, 11. All right, we're over halfway done. And that's all my actions. Cool. All right, tank's turn. Luckily, I know how to speed run this, so I'm pretty good at it. All right, okay, lots of things we have to do. So, right 3. 1, 2, 3 makes it to the edge. This way 3. 1, 2, 3. And then right 3 again. And then, oops, sorry, camera's blurry. It bounces off the wall. So 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. Okay, so we're in this column. So attack the player showing the column with the tank and move them 3 spaces away from the tank. If unable to do so, move as many as possible and deal +1 damage. Oh no. So we move him back against the wall and they deal +1 damage. So the tank's attack is 2 black dice. So we'll see what hits. A 3 and a 3. That's our defense. So it hits us twice, 3 times. We only have 4 life, chat. That's no good. How do you get more grenades? Are there grenade cards in the deck? Blacked out. Oh, no. These little symbols, I have to run onto them, and I do this action on the bottom of that card. And it says on that card you refill this card's grenades. I don't know if it's 1 or 2 because the card comes with 2. I assume it's 2 because you're refilling that card, but I'm not 100% sure. I think I'm getting real close to a Lord of the Rings viewing. Dude, I need to rewatch them all. All right, so we have 1 life left. The tank has 9. We have 1 grenade. We're not on a thing anymore. Oh, we should have rolled a minus die. That was my mistake. We'll do that in the future. Snake got blasted. Yeah, I think it's 2. Oh, on this? That you get 2 grenades? Yeah. I hope so. Alright, so we can use a ration and heal too. Smoke a cig and heal. I know, right? I feel like we could do... So this card down here is a ration. We might as well use it, right? We seem to be getting them a lot. To heal too. I feel like we need to heal. So let's use that. Discard and heal too. So we still have 1 damage on us, but hopefully that doesn't happen anymore. Alright, put that off to the side. So anyway, I start blast. Alright, let's... Excuse me. Let's do... Also, I think I should have done this. I messed up last time. That's okay. So the question is, like, do we... So the tank basically goes the entire width, or whatever it is, it seems like so far. At least all of his cards have been the entire width. And the bonus cards have been too. So I almost feel like you're better being in the corners, because there's less of a chance of him landing in the corner because it bounces, right? I don't know if that's really true, but since you play this game a handful of times, but I can easily say I prefer this over Arkham. Yeah. I would play this 100 times over Arkham. So if we move over, we could move 1 and then get this and then refresh, or we just move 2 and hopefully be close enough to the wall that it won't hurt us. Actually, well, let's focus to get the -2 back. And I'm going to move twice. 1, 2, and 1. I'm going to hang on the corner. I'm going to hope this works. Over Arkham what? Probably Arkham Horror. That's what it is for me. Oh, wait. He took my token. Okay. Don't get in the corner, tank. Just don't go in the corner. Okay, I think... yeah, this should be okay. So... 1, 2, 3. Then he goes up 3, but he can't actually go, so he bounces. So 1, 2, 3. Then he goes right, but he can't, so he bounces. 1, 2, 3. And we would have been fine here too. And then again, attack the furthest player sharing a column with the tank and move them 3 spaces with the tank. If unable to do so, you deal +1 damage. We're good. Okay. So I get my tokens back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I mean, we could. All right. I think what we're going to do is we're going to move the 2 to here. It's a little risky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, wait. No. Let's go 1, 2. We'll go right there. And we're going to chuck a grenade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 and 6. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, we're going to chuck a grenade from here. Can +2 go over 6? I think so. I think it can. But I think it only goes to 6, right? It doesn't go to like 7 or 8. So you can't modify an exclamation point. It doesn't say. I'm sure it does somewhere, but I can't easily find it. I'm waiting for the shot of the pass card. Snake takes a cannon around the face. I know, right? Get out of here, Darth. All right, let's roll a 2. But anyway, I think if it's at 5, you could do +2 and bring it up to a 6, basically. A 5 and a 2. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Oh, but what we could do is we can modify our dice roll by 1. So we could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and do 1, 2, and then 1 more, so that we get a 1 damage plus a bonus. We're cheering against D20? Yeah, everyone cheers against D20. Bonus 0. Okay. So 1 whole damage. That backfired. Okay. So we're out of grenades. Sad D20 sad. Let's move our 2 spaces and let's pick up some grenades. And let's pray we're in this corner where he can't hurt us. Tank time. All right, tank. Okay. So it moves down 3. It's not going to attack. It's just going to run me over. So 1, 2, 3. Moves right 3. 1, 2, 3. Then moves up 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so yeah, it just went like that. All right, cool. Okay. We get our things back. Okay. So we now need to run over here. That was our problem. All right, let's run twice or dash twice. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's throw it like this. Tank's turn. Back card is Black Tom Cassidy. Getty. All right, let's throw a grenade at this tank. A 5 and a 4. Okay. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, here we go. 1, 2. I'll -1 so it lands right in the middle. Right? Because it should have been 4. So we can -1 once per round and chuck it right in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Going down from 4. So it does 3 damage plus 0. Okay. Anyway, he's at 15 damage. He's got 5 more left. Are we sure you can reload your grenades using the same stash every time? And not doesn't say you have to. Yeah, it doesn't say. And the rules don't mention the grenade stash at all, I don't think. Stuck at the bonus thing? Dude, I'm so bad. I'm glancing through the main rule book really fast. But it doesn't say anything about it. And then really quick in the rules. I think the idea is that, yeah, so it doesn't even say like you have to use a different one or whatever. Just to defeat the tank. And on the actual card, it just says you get the crate. Grenades. Just talks about where you land them. Yeah. Yeah, I think you can keep doing it. The reason being is because I think you're supposed to have several characters out there and the tank is supposed to not get to you, I guess. I don't know. And push it somewhere else. Okay, so we did the 3, so it's got 5 life left. I have 1 more action. Now, here's the thing. I could. My worry is, okay, so we know this is 0 damage, and I didn't read the card. And I should have read the card. I should actually just cheat and read it again. I know it, though, it doesn't attack. I know it does the thing where it just moves around again. So, with that being said, though, no, it would only do 1 damage to us if it landed on us. And then we can just run away. Throw the gun at him, right? And like pop him right in the face. So I think it makes sense to chuck another grenade and then run back down. Well, we can't run down this turn, but run down next turn. Probably, right? I also think it behooves you if like you ran back here to get stuff, you could deal extra damage to him, like +1 damage. We just haven't done that. So that's the other thing, Darth. Like you might be like, why would it not make more sense to run behind him? We have our sneak attack ability, which to like run behind him would deal more damage. So actually, that might not be true. It might be because they're facing all directions. I'm not 100% sure on that. All right, so well, you know, YOLO. Let's chuck another grenade. All right, so we already did the -1, so we can't do that again. 4 and a 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, I think we let that hit. Tank heals all damage card. God, I hope not. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. All right, so we're just gonna let it hit the corner, which is 2 damage. So it's at 17 damage. All right, so we know this one isn't going to attack from afar. The next one probably is, though. We have to reshuffle. But it is gonna run around like crazy. Run over deals +1 damage. Oh no. Okay. Actually, no. I think we might be okay. Actually, no. I don't think we're gonna be. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, we will be okay. And then it's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hi, tank. And we have to shuffle this because it's empty. All right, so our problem now is we have no stuff, and I probably want to run away from this tank. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Yeah, I think we're just gonna run away to go up here. So we'll move 2 spaces. 1, 2. Another 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then just sneak the 1 space to get onto there. Reach out and slap the driver. Just get out of here. Get out of here. All right, so hopefully we're chill up there now. Now the tank's gonna go. We shuffle that, right? Yeah. Wait, let me just shuffle again, just in case. Okay. Card is... All right. Blob from X-Men Origins and shove your fist in the... I know, right? All right, so... He goes... Uh-oh. No, I think it's okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then it bounces off the wall. 1, 2, 3. And he does damage this way. And it would deal more damage, but it doesn't affect us. So we're good. Okay, just so you know what it looks like. So you don't think I'm cheating. Okay, our turn. So the first thing we want to do is refill our grenades. Right, we're on that spot. Okay. And then let's throw a grenade. Yeah, let's chuck a grenade at him. I mean, he's so close to dead. Was he at 15, 16, 17? We got to get 3 damage. A 5 and a 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Oh, no. We can win this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we'll modify it by 1. 1, 2. It lands in the middle. We'll deal 3 damage plus another 2. That's 5 more damage. 22 damage. Blew up a tank. It's easy in the game, too. Sweet. Say, take out that tank. Get out of here, tank. All right, so... unlock equipment card 7 and go to page 48. Equipment card 7. What do we think it is? Equipment card 7. That's 3, 4, 7. It's a grenade. I feel like this shouldn't just give me that because I'm going to blow up everything in the future. But okay. I also wonder how much harder this would be in 2-player. All right, so we have a grenade. Who knows how many? That's thanks, man. Go to page 48. Okay. Oh, God. Card key 3. Well, boss, I hope you are happy. He got the card. We'll play with him a little longer, but you would be wise to not underestimate him. What did you think of him? He is just as you said. In battle, he is possessed by a demon, much like you. I would expect no less. You see, I told you. So, but I will kill him. So, General Ivan, I hear he took your hand as well as your dignity. Watch your tongue, shaman. In the language of the Sioux people, Sioux means snake. It is known as an animal to be feared. I don't fear them. I hit them with a shovel and it's fine. Well, snake is mine now. When I meet him next, I'll take special care of him. Don't kill him yet. He and I will meet again in battle. The raven in my head thirsts for his blood. All right, and then we sneak around, and then we're in the area where we can't use stuff. So stage 6 is going to be another sneaking mission. We're not going to do it tonight, but this is the nuclear area, which is like a bunch of rooms. I think it's like 3 rooms. And it's just going to lead us to Gray Fox. So we have nuke buildings and all that stuff. Guard order deck is pretty big. Oh, wait, they say to it, be careful. Who is this? Campbell. Be careful. You absolutely must not use weapons in that area. Naomi. I've already programmed the nano machine, so he won't be able to. What? What are you talking about? Have you forgotten? This is where they keep the nuclear warheads. Can't you see them? All the warheads in those boxes have their detonation mechanisms removed, so there's no fear of them exploding. But if a warhead's casing is breached, the plutonium is still massively radioactive. Snake, you must never use weapons on your floor. No guns. Got it. But can I use a grenade? Alright, so special rules. No fire zone. No ranged weapons or explosives can be used. Dang. On nuke building L1 or nuke building truck tiles. Elevator. Players may travel to the elevator by performing indirect action. Okay. Game over if you're killed or whatever. Event A, remove it from the tile. So we probably want A. There's A, there's B, and there's C. Stage cleared. If player C has a thing, you get more stuff. And you go do the thing. So we're going to want to collect all of our stuff. Oh, yeah. Okay. These are the different floors. I get it now. Okay. So, yeah, this is what we'll do next time in Metal Gear. Is you come in hot here. And you have to run to the elevator. We'll go next floor down. I assume that's next floor down. To where B is. And then we can come and do A and C. Okay. Oh, that's with the gas chamber. Does that affect us? Whenever a player moves on electrified floor, including now, they take 2 damage and move back to the nearest non-electrified space. Nuke building B2 has been destroyed. So wait, can I not do that? I need the missiles. Is B where you get the missiles from? Yeah, Nikita special action card. Okay. Yeah, so you have to go here to get the Nikita missiles. Okay. Ooh, figured it out. More importantly, phenomenal game still. Absolutely phenomenal. Tons of fun. Highly recommend. But yeah, throwing tanks at that thing was good. So is the building filled with gas or something? Why can't you bust the door down and throw a grenade? Oh, in the next room. So in the video game, it's all dismantle warheads. But they could still like explode, I guess, or whatever. So you can't do anything on that one floor. But it's really annoying because the guards can shoot you. So you can't shoot them, but they can shoot you because I guess your bullets are bad. So that's the whole thing with that. But anyway, we'll do that next time because that looks like a big sneaking mission with 3 floors. But it'll be good. It'll be good. Like I said, it's been fun. It's been a really fun game. It's been, I mean, as you can tell, it's not very like overly complex. Like it's pretty basic in the way that it works, which is refreshing, right? It's nice. I like it. It's a good game. All right, chat. I've only heard good things. Yeah, I mean, it's fun for what it is. I mean, it's not like a deep game. It's very simple. And heck, if they do Metal Gear Solid 2 with the same exact, they don't have to change the gameplay. They just give me Metal Gear Solid 2, I'll buy it. Same with Metal Gear Solid 3. Don't change the gameplay. Maybe make me eat some things, but that's about it. 100% buy it. Because I just love this world. Like I love it, or I love the IP, I should say. So hopefully they keep doing it because it's enjoyable. But yeah, tank 1 was interesting. Definitely interesting. What would the next tank been? Move to the right 3 and down 9. Oh, even if the tank moved again, we would have been fine. Yeah. Interesting. All right. Hope you feel better soon. I'm gonna go play with some myself. Thanks for I appreciate you all being here. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the support. Thanks for listening to all my rants tonight. I appreciate it. So I won't be here on Wednesday, because I have to leave. But we'll be live Friday. I think Novels wants to do SWU, so most likely we'll be doing that. But we'll do that, and then I'm hoping. I'm here for the rants. I appreciate it. Have an objection? Get out of here. I'm hoping that I'll end up with Shield later this week or very early next week, and then we can dive into that. I say you play Hoplo and play the quicker rules to teach me. I need to learn them, so. It's like I'm talking through you, but you articulate better. I articulate okay. I give myself a 6 out of 10. All right, I appreciate you all being here. I know, Beast now. We'll do Hoplo soon enough. I want to get it's just sitting there. I need to get it out, but maybe soon. So appreciate you all. Thanks for hanging out. Really do appreciate it. And yeah, we'll do hopefully Marvel Champions next week. We haven't played Marvel Champions in a long time. Channel's struggling. Not making any money. No, it's doing fine. But it'd be nice to get some Marvel Champs back because I feel like I've taken long enough of a break now that like I'm ready. Though once we get back into things for the first week or two, we'll probably play Shield pretty heavy. Past that, we'll just play Marvel Champions one of the nights, and the other night will be either this or Hoplo or Elder. I still want to play more Elder Scrolls, even though I can't fit the mat on this table. I still want to play more of that. So double Hulk team up, we gotta do it. I still want to wait until the card's out of print so that we can direct everyone to go email Fantasy Flight Games to demand to be in print, because this is how you make change. I still haven't even played Age of Apocalypse. Yeah, start with that one. It's probably going to be better. All right, chat. I appreciate you all. Thank you all so much. And I will see you on Friday. Take care, everyone.